Gee, it's finally live and only one freaking shoot. All right. Well, what's up, people? How we doing? Finally got live in this thing. Let's go Bolts. I hate this team. Started. Hey man, it is what it is, man. You just gotta support. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me like chicken McNugget combo. Just give me a Sprite. That's fine. I'm at work. FML. Hey man, feels bad, bro. Are you still watching the game though? You know this team really. Like, what are you gonna do though, Chris? You know what I mean? None of us are GMs, so all we can do is support. At least they got down the field. It just sucks, like on that first drive because they got so close, especially with that, the Hunter Henry catch where he fell down. He had space to run. Austin Eckler obviously got down the field on that big play, and then they couldn't get it done in the red zone. So hopefully the defense holds up right here. We'll be all right. Beers being sold in the stands. This is what we need here in the USA. Beers are sold in the stands in the. It's just not in at the Carson Stadium because there's not a whole lot of room for like them to move around, but like in bigger stadiums that they have that. What up, Tree? Shout out to Tree in the chat, everyone. Shout out to me getting my bootleg live streaming living room portable setup going. Shout outs to the Goose who's over here off camera who let me borrow his laptop to be able to make this stream happen. Shout out to Chris VP who's on his way with some McDonald's. Sick little setup. I appreciate it. Like I said, this was literally thrown together in like 45 minutes less. Poop. Oh God, he took a tumble. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How we feeling? Bolt fam, Bolt Nation. How we doing? TD Nation. Game would have been more exciting if it. Um, well, yeah, but I mean, there's still it's one game. You know what I mean? It's week. What is it? Week 11. I get what you're saying because then it's like this would be for first place instead of like the Chiefs get ahead or the Chargers win and then the Raiders are in first place. But it's like I'm still excited because I mean every game is going to be exciting until we're officially out of it. You know what I mean? And since including this one, we got 6 to go, 4 of them in the division. It's far from over. So like, there's no. This would. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to be like, oh, this game is for first place if we would have beat the Raiders. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You just got to win them now. Because who knows? Maybe. Oh, good defense. The half Mexican. Let's go. Oh, they call him Vato. Yeah. What up, Renee? Shout out Renee for being. You play to win the game. I forgot where my webcam was at. You play to win the game. Orale. Can you show the game? I cannot show the game because then YouTube will take down my stream and I'll get a copyright strike on my channel. So that's illegal, unfortunately. No, he's not so weird. I don't know if you remember. I didn't see it being 05, but 92 started 05. Yeah, exactly. It makes stuff happen. I was gonna wear my Seau jersey too. I have a 1992 Seau jersey with the AFL patch and everything. I just decided to go LT. What's up, Goose? What's up, Goose in chat and IRL on the recliner across from me? I feel like those radio shows like what is it? What the Dan Patrick show. You know how he's in his little man cave setup, but then he has his like producer off to the side? I feel like that's you right now. Like I need you to fact check and like check out stats and things like that. Oh shoot. Okay. I like it here, man. Nice hat, San Diego Superchargers. Oh yeah, you got to get that Mitchell and Ness cap. You know what I'm saying? The throwback. That's like the main reason I got this hat. We're at the Citadel outlets actually, and they have a Mitchell and Ness pop up store there. And it was like everything was like hats 30% off and apparels whatever discount. And then we saw the Chargers hat, and the moment we read San Diego, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm getting it. Throwback jerseys are way to go, especially if you aren't sure. Yeah, no, definitely facts. You're talking to a guy who has an Antonio Cromartie jersey and a Legadou Nane jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's why I bought because I have a Eric Weddle jersey and I bought it. I the only authentic jersey, like authentic, like the $300 super duper expensive, like 20 pound, like this is what they wear on the field jersey. Like the only one of those I've gotten is Eric Weddle, and it was the year he signed his 5 year contract. I'm like, okay, I'm at least gonna get 5 years out of this. And at the time, he was like beasting too. He was like the heart and soul of the defense. So sucks that like he left, after that. But I mean, it's like one of those things. Like Weddle was my guy for the longest time, and it is what it is. Now he's a Ram. Come on, Bosa, get him. He has way too much freaking time. Great coverage, but Mahomes has way too much time, dude. That guy's pissed. Mahomes has way too much time. Did I say that? Did I make that clear enough? Mahomes says, what happened? Uh-oh. Tyreek Hill. Hey, my ankle. You think Bosa, Ingram, Allen, Henry King might want to? I think they all resign. They got to get Bosa the bag, though. Yeah, Bosa's got to get the bag, and Keenan's gonna want the bag too. But I think Keenan. I mean, we'll see with Keenan. Yes, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Keep coming this way. He had that backspin on that punt. We have backup O line. We have like practice squad O line at this point. Oh snap! I have a real game Danny Woodhead jersey. That's another one. That's like even like Danny Woodhead is one of those players where like you could roll up in a Woodhead jersey and you're fine. You know what I mean? Especially now that like he's retired and stuff. I don't know why it took me so long to think about that, but yeah, since he's retired now, I got a joke for you. My buddy Chris is gonna love that joke when he gets here. Hey Goose, what's the difference between Tom Brady and a bucket of poop? The bucket. It's a good one. We need to save the bag for Bosa and DJ. Well, DJ at least we got a couple of years, but because he's gonna be he was a first round pick, so he's got four and a team option. So right now he's in two. So you got two more and a team option. Hopefully he just doesn't hold out, or hopefully we just extend him before we even get to the team option. But even then, we won't take that contract hit until after year 5. Oh shoot. So it's because that's the whole thing with Melvin Gordon. He's in his 5th year of his still freaking rookie jersey because he was a first round pick. So he had his 4. This year's his team option. That's why he held out because he wanted to make sure he had this security after the 5th-year team option. So at least with Duran, you got what? We're in 2019, 20, 21, 22. So his like big contract won't hit until 2023. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think they'll franchise tag if they don't have the money to extend their contract? I think they'll franchise tag Melvin, to be honest. I think that's which sucks because it's like it just creates a rift more. But I think that's who you use it on. You use it on Melvin if you don't come to that. That's how you retain his rights. But then again, who knows? They might let him walk. The Chargers don't really use their franchise tag all that much. They haven't used their tag since Ingram, and even then they ended up extending them before even using like him playing through his. Because I think it was like he probably wouldn't have showed up. He probably would have held out had they not extended him. If they just would have kept him on the tag. Tree. Hey, everybody, shout outs to Tanya in the chat. One of my friends says Stick is the next QB, but I say he's the next Taysom Hill. Would you agree? Let's go, Gordon. I do have Melvin Gordon on my fantasy team, so I need him to ball out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think Stick could be. I think you can develop Stick, but he's definitely like gonna be chilling for a bit. You know what I mean? And I think Rivers comes back, but I think they sign him on like a 1 year basis or 2 year basis. You know what I mean? And just kind of play it by ear type of thing. Wait, but no, Bosa does not want out. I don't know where you got that from. Bosa does not want out. We're talking about like contracts coming up, which is down the road. But like you're gonna have to give Bosa the bag in order to keep it because he's one of the most dominant pass rushers in the game right now. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go, Melvin. Hell yeah. Gordon big run, 22 yards, fantasy points. Count it. Is Melvin leaving? Who knows? It all depends. It depends on what he does over these next few games. Last game he had a good game. This game he's already got it rolling a little bit here early on. We'll see if he maintains it. It really comes down to if they can come to an agreement. Because obviously the Chargers don't want to overpay for him because they got a bunch of people to pay for. He's a difference maker though. A lot of people were saying Melvin Gordon is like, oh, he's not worth it. We can get anybody to no, Melvin Gordon, like in like mid-season Melvin Gordon, like ready to go, fully momentum, like you know what I mean? He's just a different animal to try and take down. And I think the change up in running philosophy in these last couple of weeks with the QB coach turned OC like don't get me wrong, Justin Jackson and Eckler, that's yikes. Well, it's not bad. Justin Jackson and Eckler are two phenomenal running backs. Don't get me wrong. It's just Melvin Gordon will get you. Melvin Gordon will beat people up. You know what I mean? Like, there's no instance where you're not a better team without Melvin Gordon. It's just you can't put all your eggs in one basket in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have to pay so many key pieces on defense. You do have to make, Keenan Allen's contract's coming up. You gotta, I think he will if he keeps playing because he's gonna want to like really win a Super Bowl. Rivers coming back, he's gonna probably come back on a discount. He's gonna have to like basically go into Tom Brady mode. Oh, that was just okay. Well, that was a that was just that was just none of that made sense. Here for TD619. That's what's up, Darren the Wizard. Yeah, Tremaine Pope. He made the squad. He returned a kickoff for a touchdown early on in preseason. So he's been the kickoff returner since. And then yeah, he's a third string running back. Well, no, technically fourth, but Justin Jackson's been out hurt, so he saw some probably saw the field. Let's go Money Badge. Let's go Money Badger. He missed it. Wow. Oh, there's a flag. Kick it again. What happened? The Money Badger missed from 40, flag on the play. Wait, 6-0 everybody. No sacks on Rivers so far. Oh, never mind. Home return for New Orleans. Yep. I was at the preseason game that he returned it. Was it a punt return? I thought it was a kick. Whatever. I know it was a kick return of some sort, but makes sense. Tanya, I see you keeping it family friendly in the chat. Appreciate you. Okay, what are we talking about? What's going on here? That's what I'm saying. Incomplete kick. Okay. Sure. But you can't miss 40. I'm gonna blame the field because he would the way he was looking at the field. I think there was a divot or something came up underneath him. So I'm blaming the field. Right? Let's do it. Mike Davis has speed. Um, wait, what happened? Dude, Mike Davis is playing. Well, he played well on that first drive. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but he played well on that first drive. So we'll see. So was the rumor about the Chargers going to St. Louis true? No, none of it's true. Chargers aren't going to St. Louis. Chargers aren't going to London, and Chargers aren't going back to San Diego. As much as I'd like the third option to happen, it's just not going to happen. There's no. I mean, the only thing St. Louis has is they have an NFL stadium. You know what I mean? That's literally it. But the league would owe Spanos a lot of money if they forced him to have to move the team to a city because Spanos is paying a ton of money over a 30-year period as part of the relocation fee to Los Angeles. Plus, he's does not paying for it, but he is paying for a share of the new Los Angeles Stadium in Inglewood. So Kroenke would owe him money, and the league would owe him money, and neither of them are going to want to give him any money. So thanks for rocking the San Diego. Oh, always, man. Shoot, Ivan, man, and no disrespect to Los Angeles, but you know, I've been rooting for this team since the 619. So San Diego offense needs to get going. Offense needs to finish drives. It's like once they get past the 30-yard line, it's like just molasses, dude. Or just that, I don't know, that last play on third down, I didn't like anything about it. Like a wide receiver, running back, screen, bubble, just didn't work. I didn't like it. Is Mike Davis really Mexican? He's half. He's half and half. He's like a Dos Santos brother. he's a cousin of Giovanni and Jonah. Matter of fact, have you seen him? Have you seen him speak Spanish? He speaks fluent Spanish, like real deal, legit ass Spanish. What's up, VP? Hey, Chris. Quick question. What's the difference between Tom Brady and a bucket of poop? What's the difference? You're wrong. The difference is the bucket. You could thank my chat for that one. Whoever that was in the chat, I just told my Patriots friend, Patriots, my friend who's a Patriots fan, that joke, and it was great. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you getting us food because we got going too late on the live stream and couldn't. Dude, I didn't even start the live stream until after the first drive. Like I was struggling. Dude, by the way, YouTube, you need to fix your live streaming. Okay, it could be better. Just saying. That's why Twitch is the better live streaming platform still, for now. But YouTube, I'm here. If you got any more of those live streaming contracts, let me know. Yeah. Un field goal. Yeah, you like my little portable setup? Like I told Goose, it's like when you see the radio stations at like events, like I feel like this is like the portable like live stream setup. But then the helmets are in the back, so it works out. Get him, get him, get it. Oh God, I don't like this. Why? What was the name? Yeah. Did you know a Super Bowl is a team accomplishment and not an individual accomplishment? Therefore, Tom Brady has been on better teams than Philip Rivers. Oh, I forgot to tell you to get me sweet and sour sauce. Nah. I really just went for like all barbecue or nothing. Barbecue or bust. Oh. There's no sauce at all? So I'm meant to eat my chicken McNuggets with no sauce? That's lame. Can we get F's in the chat for Chicken McNuggets with no sauce. Huh. It's Rizzy Phillips. Phillips not playing like cheeks, okay? That third down throw was bad. He's made a couple good throws. It's just the plays aren't developing for him down the field. Yeah, and that third down play was just bad. My entire chat F. Bro, WTF. Darren, man, that's what I'm saying. Chicken McNuggets. I keep looking here. Okay. For those of you wondering, my webcam is here. The laptop is here. So I keep looking here to like talk to you guys because literally the chat is on the screen right here. But the webcam's up here. I need to keep. Anyways, I need something. I'll be right back, chat. Give me a second. Did you just bring me every sauce in the fridge? Every condiment. What am I meant to do with this? Oh, oh, he's playing like. Oh, see, for me, the peach emoji means something different than playing like peaches. So the peach emoji. I apologize. What's the expiration date on this barbecue sauce, by the way? Uh, I beg to differ, homie. I've had bad everything before. Hope Rivers gets a ring before he. No, yeah, facts. If he could get one ring, I just want him to get one ring. I mean, obviously, I want him to get all the rings, but if he can get one and just crush the debate of is he in that upper echelon, literally, and I hate that it's this way, but it's like you win a ring and it validates so much of your career, and it shouldn't be like that because you look at a quarterback like, and I'm not saying Rivers is Dan Marino, but Dan Marino is always my obvious like, you know what I mean? Phenomenal quarterback. Just there's a number of phenomenal quarterbacks that never got a ring, and it shouldn't make their. Oh, Tyreek Hill's going to the locker room. It shouldn't. Oh, he has to take what, the 105 steps back to the locker room. Like, I don't know. I know it's the ultimate validation, especially for a quarterback, but there's plenty of like phenomenal quarterbacks that never got a ring. Nice. Yep, you did. Oh, let's go. That was a pick, yo. Hey, you get a pick, you take a pick. Let's go, Jack boys. That's what's up. I'm like using the last of the ketchup. Oh, well. Yeah. It's funny to see you react after seeing what happened first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, this is the fun part, by the way, chat. This is the fun part about the live stream, like live reactions. And I haven't done one of these in a while. So, you guys are in for a treat. Because usually when you guys see these videos or any of the content on my channel, it's like after the fact, I've had time to process. And like, there's obviously, I try to catch the reactions like as best I can. Like when I'm like watching games, like when I do like a game day vlog, like at a Chargers game, I try and film my reactions as best I can. But because I'm trying to get the content on the field and then flip the camera, turn it around and like react in the camera, but it's like it's not staged, it's genuine, but it's in a way I have to physically film myself. This way, the live stream thing is cool because it's like not saying that my videos aren't genuine, but this is literally like the camera is there. There's no editing anything out. So however I react or whatever I say is like 100% pure like initial reaction, you know? Uh, that sucks though. All right, well, Rivers, Could it held it a little too long there, buddy. I think I'm the one with the channel and you aren't. You're a segment. Gross. Like the set, like the setup you got. Oh, appreciate it, Sam Dog. This is my temporary. Oh, come on, 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 come on. First down. Let's go. Yeah, man. This is out of the office. The homies are over. This is literally like in my living room. That made a loud noise. Why was that soda so loud? This is literally in my living room. We have these helmets on our mantle at all times. So I was just like, you know what? Like I'm literally like on a white folding table, laptop. My microphone is brought my microphone out from my room, webcam, and then one like LED light. Ooh, yeah. Chargers. Hold on, Vic. I saw something that you said that was interesting to me. Oh, Chargers stopped Lamar. Hold on. What if you had a two camera rig? Darren, I want a two. Actually, that's like no lie. I want to get a second webcam so I can like not on YouTube. Well, I need to set it up for YouTube, but when I'm streaming, yeah. Oh, get. Oh, you're talking about like when I'm at the stadium. I don't know. It's hard because when you go to well, if you're talking about a game at the stadium, Darren. It's hard because you literally can't take anything in with you, like as far as a tripod or even just the little thing that bloggers use. So I literally have to like old school like hold the camera and vlog like this. So I literally have to like hold the GoPro this way and hold the you know what I mean? So I'm literally watching the game like this in the crowd, like anything I do, you know what I'm saying? So in a perfect world, when I'm like super advanced, I would just either hire someone or if I had it like that where I could just like buy one of my homies the ticket to like a Chargers game just to have him come and film me. Like that's that when I'm that level, then yeah, I will definitely make that happen. But in the studio for live streaming, I do want two cameras to be able to switch scenes. SD for life. I see you talking about Rivers and him being slow, and I get it. Lamar Jackson and some other quarterbacks in the league are super exciting right now, but you know you can still get it done in the air. And I feel like even if you have a mobile quarterback, if you don't have an offensive line, it's only sustainable for so long. Don't fall for the hype of the running QB. Exactly. It's like because okay, so Lamar Jackson has made a significant improvement with his throwing from his rookie season. As long as he keeps improving over time, he won't be able to do the same things with his legs that he can do right now. However, if he keeps working on being a pocket passer, like he's got a ton of throwing. He threw one touchdown where the I think it was a tight end coming like on a post route into the end zone. Dude, he hit him perfectly, accuracy, right amount of zip on it. Like his throwing is drastically improved from his rookie season. So if he keeps improving, even when his athleticism starts to leave a little bit, he'll still be able to play deep into his. Ooh, let's go, Keenan. Oh, okay. I see you, Slayer. I see you, boy. Anyways, like I'm just saying, like you can get it. Like running QBs are exciting. They're not always sustainable. So I mean, look at RG3. Look at Marcus Mariota. So it just depends. Kaepernick to Chargers. I'd be down if we didn't already have Tyrod Taylor. I really would be down to bring in Kaepernick as a backup. But Tyrod's on a 2 year, so he's signed through next year, so it doesn't make sense. I ain't convinced on Gordon. He's looking slow. Nah, man, he's looking good. This game, he's looking good. Oh yeah, who said grubbing? I think that was Tree. Yeah, man, I'm hungry. This is my dinner right here. Oh God, you've got to be kidding me, dude. Look at the left tackle, just not even like. See, rushing quarterback or not, that's offensive line. Pipkins' is ass. That wasn't even Pipkins though. That was Scott. Well, defense got to get a stop again. Even though you had that nice pick, get Pipkins on left tackle. I mean, shoot. At this point, and Pipkins is like, not that he's been doing great, but he played all right last week. Obviously, it's not your ideal situation, but I don't know. Dude, I don't know. It's frustrating. You know what I mean? The Chargers Instagram always posts at the wrong time. Why do they? But hey, man, Megan just trying to do her job. You know what I'm saying? Stop covering for Rivers. Who, me? SD for life? He doesn't know how to tuck the ball down. He's slow and clumsy. Wow. Okay. All right. I see. So SD for life. Here's what's gonna happen is I'm gonna defend Rivers like until he stops playing. Because like, okay. How do I put this? He's still gonna put you okay. You look at the current roster. A lot of comments, a lot of different things I've seen calling for Tyrod Taylor to step in. Everyone thinks he because he's more mobile, he would give us a better chance. Honestly, you're just prolonging the inevitable, whether you have a mobile quarterback or not, when you have a trash offensive line. Um, Mind you, Tyrod, as much as I like him as a backup and how much more of an improvement he is. Oh, that was Pipkins. Yikes. Okay. Well, I apologize, Vic. I think that was you. That was Pipkins. You're right. Um, Tyrod hasn't done anything like ever. And granted, yeah, he's been on the Bills, he's been on the Browns, but he hasn't done anything. Rivers has done a lot more with a lot less, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like he's had a revolving door. He's had to throw the guys off the street and done things with them. Now, when there's pressure coming off the blind side, like you're asking a guy to basically be psychic and tuck the ball down, knowing that there's a guy behind him. All right. He was trying to get the throw off. Okay. Clumsy, yes. Mobile, immobile, yes. He can't move. He can't run, but he's a freaking quarterback. You don't want him to run. Like personally, for me, look at Cam Newton. Look at the Panthers. Look where they're at. Cam Newton was never. He hasn't been good for a couple seasons. He's on IR this season, and he never really had like an injury that were like, okay, here's the play he got. It. He just kind of been not himself. Like you're literally just asking for your bet. Like look at Mahomes, even though he's healthy supposedly. I mean, he's hurting too. And honestly, I worry a little bit because I feel like Andy Reid's having him trying to do a little too much too soon. If it doesn't hurt him, it doesn't hurt him. You know what I mean? Again, I brought him up earlier. I'm going to use RG3 as an example. Like the Redskins O line was not great. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely was not great. And he was asked to do way too much. And now that man, and now that man's career basically got ruined because he was asked to do too much. So, and end all be all. And Chris, I don't want to hear it. Who's the man who's winning Super Bowls as of late? Okay, is he a mobile quarterback? So what does that tell you? What? No, you're not allowed to. Deshaun Watson, what has he won? Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl because of a defense. Don't get me wrong, Russell Wilson is playing amazing, but you could even argue and say that Russell Wilson right now is the MVP because of his throwing, not because of his running. Oh yeah, the field sucks. That's why Michael Badgley missed the. That field looks like, yeah. I'm like I said, I'm blaming the field for the Badgley miss. He was even looking at the turf like, what the heck did I just kick off of? Desmond King, why are you doing your Travis Benjamin impression, bro? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, Russell does throw more than he. Mhm. No, yeah, Sam Doug, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Russell Wilson, and that's why I even say Russell Wilson is as of out of the mobile quarterback category, he's done a lot. He does a lot of his throwing out of the pocket. He's learned that, you know what I mean? He doesn't rely on his running. It's more of an afterthought, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not somebody who looks to run. Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback, but again, he hasn't won anything yet. So it's like we'll see what that gets you. Again, if your O line's trash, you're just prolonging the inevitable, whether you're mobile or not. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, okay, even if you can run, then you start game planning. You just throw in a spy. You put your fastest middle, linebacker or put a DB in spy and just let him chase after and follow the quarterback around. Plus, it's like you're just you're just not gonna like win a whole lot of games if you're scrambling for your life and trying to make throws like that every single. It's just there's a lot going on. And I get it. Rivers has not technically won anything. Let's not forget he has taken teams, or he has taken a team to um to the AFC Championship game. He has taken multiple teams to the playoffs, so it's not like like he's not you guys talk like I don't want to say you guys. The Philip Rivers slander is almost as if he's Joe Flacco. Let me put it that way. You know what I mean? Like he's better than Joe Flacco. All this ketchup is August 31st, 2020. Okay, we're good. I ran out of ketchup, chat. Dang it. All right, well, welcome to my ASMR ketchup live stream. Melvin Gordon messed up the flows. I mean, yeah, not gonna lie, you kind of did. You kind of right. You kind of right. Had he had a full training camp, had he played, not oh god, okay. Rivers' decision making is questionable. It can be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just one of those like you know when a I don't want to. Nah, never mind. Let's go, Melvin. Do you actually think the Chargers are the best team in the division right now? No, no. Shut up. Raiders are not the best team in the division right now. It's still the Chiefs, regardless. Right now, it's still the Chiefs. I mean, until they drop multiple games, like the Chargers need to beat the Chiefs right now, and the Chiefs need to lose a couple more. And I'm not just saying like going off the record. Like right now, the team to beat is still the Chiefs in the AFC West for sure. The Chargers can be right there, but it's just the offensive line is worrisome. Who's the best team? The Raiders to beat us. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, not even the team to beat. I just don't. I don't think the Raiders are that. You know what I mean? The Raiders are about where they're at. They'll probably end up around 8-8. They're 8-8, 9-7, maybe. I think they've played better than expectations, but where their record is right now, just one game above 500. That's about where they're at. Rank them from best to worst. Easy: Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Hold that thing, dude. I would say, and even though the Raiders obviously have the better record, and if the Chargers win tonight, the Raiders will end up first place in the AFC West for now. I think the Chargers have just played under potential, obviously, a bunch of times. Because like you look at the games they lost, they easily could. You get 1 yard against the freaking Titans. Um, you don't blow the lead and completely fall apart like you did against the Texans. No, we beat the Colts. Um, you there's another one that pissed me off. I don't know. I tried to block them out mentally. Please. Oh, that's okay. Oh, dropped it, dude. Oh, the Yeah. You beat the Broncos. You don't give them their first win of the season, and you're chilling, dude. Absolutely chilling. Rivers has played under potential. Is Nah. The Chargers haven't done a good enough job about of putting talent around Rivers. Granted, I will give you there was a couple years where he was throwing picks left and right. So, but go back, look through. There's a lot of games that don't call it. We're good. Rivers, why you got to do this while I'm trying to hype you up, bro? All right, well, never mind. Rivers is a terrible decision maker. That one was bad. What happened here? Let me analyze this. Yep, it was late. No, well, like he just said, he they showed cover two. Cover two, you have two deep safeties, and then he wasn't deep where he thought he was going to have space in the middle of the field. Nah, like over time, Rivers has put the Chargers some worse Charger teams than this. Cool. I hate football. I hate the NFL. I hate YouTube. I hate live. I'm just Anyways, over the years, Rivers has had the Chargers in a lot of games they shouldn't have been in. So, I mean, I could name a bunch, but obviously, like when you have a game where you play one of the best NFC teams, this was a few years ago, and you throw for 500 yards and lose. I'm sorry, that's not on you. That's on the team. That's on like the defense. Would you take Cam Newton over Rivers? No, because you're gonna have to spend a bunch of money on a guy who's probably going to break down, who's less accurate than Philip Rivers, and who's probably doesn't have the same like athleticism he can use to get. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was talking about earlier. Like you could have like a mobile quarterback, right? But over time, that athleticism is going to leave a little bit. So you need to have them like develop into more of a pocket passer as they get older. And if it doesn't happen, you know what I mean? That's why I was giving props to Lamar Jackson. Just from rookie year to second year, he's become a much better passer and relying way less on his legs to make plays. Obviously, he still has that, and he's going to have that for a couple years. But over time, if he really wants to like play, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years down the road, he's going to have to like be able to throw the pass the ball. And if he keeps on the track he's on right now, he'll be able to do that. Cam is just like his body's breaking down on him, but he's not any more accurate than he was when he first entered the league. I would be down for Colin Kaepernick. It just doesn't make sense right now. Because I'm still team bring Rivers back for another year. And Tyrod's already on a 2-year to be the backup. So, but if it wasn't for, Tyrod, bring him in as a backup. I'm down. Let's draft it. All right, let me know who the left. SD for life. Break out your crystal ball, bro. Go ahead and draft him. What up, LBC? How you doing, my man? I want Kaepernick on the Bolts. I want Brandon. I want Kaepernick on the Bolts too, but right now it doesn't make sense unless you like trade Tyrod for something. One of these teams who need a quarterback, and then pick up Cap. Dang, yo, I need homegirl to come through with the dang. What are you snacking on? Oh, bro, I just messed up a 10-piece chicken McNugget and some fries from McDonald's. I just want to pull my hair out. Hey, man. Hey, they're showing the replay of the Badgley miss. I'm still blaming the field, and that's the offensive line's fault. Yeah, he didn't see Matthew. He thought it was going to be double high safeties, and it was single high. Cap is a distraction like Cam Newton. He's obsessed with fat. Cam, see, if you're distracted by what a man wears to game day, then you just have bad focus, straight up. If he wants to dress the way, I don't agree with it, but if he wants to dress how he wants to dress, let him. Obviously, yeah, he's gonna get roasted when he loses, and he comes in wearing a freaking like a hijab and with like and a scarf and a you know what I mean? Like you're gonna get trust me, you're getting flamed in the comments in the everything if you lose and you come in looking like that. Same thing with Russell Westbrook. Some of the outfits he be wearing, it's only if you lose, you deserve to get roasted. But I don't think it's a distraction. I think you just for your teammates and those around you, you can't like what a dude wears to a game shouldn't matter, you know. You got to see it. No, see, I no, don't get me wrong. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, eventually Rivers is going to be done. I don't think it's just yet though. The Chargers are outplaying the Chiefs with the mistakes are killing them. Obviously, 40-yard missed field goal and the two interceptions. One of the interceptions isn't Phillips' fault, and that's the other thing too. There's a lot of things. What was it? The game he threw three interceptions on. That was all his fault. The Raiders. Excuse me. The Raiders game was on Rivers. That loss is 100% on Rivers. Look at that throw, dude. Man, I'm gonna be fighting with y'all the whole night. Rivers, please throw 3 touchdowns right now. That's a sick jersey, dude. That's clean. You see that? The AFL white jersey. I just hope we don't let Lynn go. Oh, I agree. DJ Navatek, I'm with you. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of Charger fans were calling for his job when the team wasn't doing so hot. No, I think he's one of the better head coaches the Chargers have had in a long time. He's an actual leader as a head coach, not just some wishy-washy coordinator who's really, I don't think he. Let's go. Like McCoy, North Turner, like great coordinators. Well, McCoy was a good coordinator. North Turner's a great offensive coordinator, but they just didn't translate to head coaches. They're not that leader. They're not that person to, you know what I mean? Like Lynn's a good head coach, and yeah, and I know everyone freaks out about some of the things that Lynn says. You're like, dude, you're not even watching the game. How could you honestly say that he was this when he was trash? Like, dude, that's literally Anthony Lynn being the head coach. Ooh, double reverse. Look at Rivers. Oh, he missed the block. Yikes. But all Lynn is doing is deferring the negative energy because what's Anthony Lynn supposed to do? Roast his own guy at the podium? Like that's the thing. So much coaching happens behind closed doors. Yeah, that was a bad block by Rivers. Philip. I'm sorry, man. You whiffed on that one. Look at him go. Look at him go. Whoa! No, 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 no. He looked like when something like if you look at it, it sounds like something. He looked like what I picture Luigi. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Sounding like when Luigi hits a banana in Mario Kart. That's how he sounded. That's fine. Play call. Just commit to the run and stop leaving it up to the. I mean, yeah, no, definitely. The running game's working. You need to lean on it a little bit. I agree with that. I full fledged agree with that because Melvin Gordon is finally found his rhythm, and I agree. You need to go more with the run. Let it open up the play action. Yeah, and they said, "Hey, Dizzy, you don't know nothing. Let's go 5 wide." Oh, that was a good play. Yeah, the Allen on the double move going to the corner, right? Just throw the fade. That was just a tremendous defensive play. He made a wonderful play. Well, I think third and goal, you have to pass. I would have liked to see a run on second down. It was incomplete. So SD for life. It's Rivers' fault that Keaton Allen couldn't hang on to that ball. It's his fault. Ow. Like well, two in a football move. But because he was falling down as he was catching, It's more so you have to go to ground with it. Oh my god, SD, you about to get blocked in a second, bro. You just talking out of your ass now. Have you paid attention to an interview? Have you seen? Matter of fact, this man right here, Keenan Allen, tweet about Philip Rivers all the time. Calls him Philly cheesesteak. You don't listen to any of the podcasts where all of them talk about how fond of Rivers they are. Do some research, homie. Embarrassing. I mean, yeah, sucks. Like it really sucks. You're within the 10-yard line multiple times. This has been the story all season. Can't score touchdowns in the red zone. Oh, it's bad. I don't know where they're ranked exactly. Huh? Well, yeah, at least. Yep. Well, at least Badgley. Well, Badgley's getting me fantasy points, even though he missed that one. Where I'm at with that. Let's check fantasy. All right, Badgley got me a nice 5 points because he got -1 for the missed 4-yarder. Dang, y'all are so quick. Y'all are talking about blowing up the team, get rid of Rivers. Dang, y'all forget about last year? Like how just last year, it's literally you have a healthy offensive line, and it's a different story. They made the change at offensive coordinator they needed to make. The last 2 weeks have been much better as far as offensive production. It's just the finishing in the red zone is what needs work now. That needs to be God. That's a beautiful stadium. That needs to be your main focus. But I'm sorry, I'm taking Keenan Allen. I'm taking Hunter Henry. I'm down to hold on to Melvin Gordon if he wants to move on. I'm down without Austin Eckler. The defense has been playing good. Mind you, you don't have your best player and your most versatile player in Phillips and Derwin. And you have two of the better pass rushers in the league. I'm sorry, dude. I don't see how you need to blow it up. Ooh, correct. I see you, Tanya. I, ST for life. You could say that about any quarterback in the league that they've had a clean pocket and thrown an interception before. You act like literally what does the guy have to do? Again, to your point, I will give you credit. He hasn't played the best this season. Still leading the league in passing yards, by the way. But well, up until this game, we'll see what happens after this game. And I get it. The Raiders game, he threw unnecessary interceptions and he put the Chargers in a hole. One of these interceptions tonight is not his fault. It's the protection on the blind side. The second interception is his fault. He didn't see the honey badger. If y'all don't tackle this man, okay. Best Mexican food in SD. Anything good in Old Town? Oh, easy, dude. Old Town Mexican Cafe or the Coyote Cafe. Old Town Mexican Cafe personally is my favorite. Taco. If you want a taco shop, if you can make it to Tacos O Gordo, fire. I like those game vlogs. You appreciate that, man. I haven't. We need to make it out to a game. We're trying to make it out to the Vikings game. Hmm. Yeah, La Jolla is nice. La Jolla Cove is nice. It's a chill, nice, relaxing, sea lion populated, nice place to visit. SD for life. You're talking about too how Rivers lost to the Patriots, not the Chargers. Rivers. Again, it's a team game, bro. And the defense, like not, and I'm not even going to take a shot at the Chargers defense. Like the Chargers defense couldn't stop the Patriots from scoring. And it's not even that they played bad, but they didn't. They literally went into the game with no linebackers. Like you're not like they didn't have linebackers on the active roster. Like all of them were hurt. Like everyone, and that annoys the crap out of me too. When these experts are like, "Oh, the Chargers tried to be clever and play DBs at linebacker." I'm like, dude, they didn't have a choice. They didn't. They had Nick DeZumbar. That was the only linebacker. Every other linebacker was hurt. So yeah, you give up as many points as you did against the Patriots, you're not winning that game. And I would even argue that the play call, that's when I was like, okay, Wisenhunt kind of need to rethink his offense or he's got to go because some of the offensive play calls they were running to start that game against New England just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like it was like they were like running like streaks and like deep post and corners or nothing. And I'm like, where are the underneath and like literally everything the Patriots were doing to the Chargers, like the Chargers should have been doing. Like some of the smaller like completions just to get it going, just to get yards on first and second down because they literally ended up 3rd and 10 every single drive. I wouldn't be surprised if the defense gives up a score right here. Just because, again, offense didn't stay on the field long enough and didn't get a touchdown. Our team sucks. Our team's just not as good as it was last year. It's a lot of it is just the line play, both offensive and defensive line. Defensive line is better than it was last year, but it's still not amazing. Your edge rushes are amazing. That sucks. Who was that on? Watkins. Cool. Dang. Hey, y'all need to listen to Tanya, bro. Bros. Tanya just came out with a fire comment in the chat. Let's go. That's what I'm talking now. That's why we in a relationship. It says y'all complain more than girls. Just watch football. Watch for the football game for F's sake. Damn. Faison sucks. He does suck, but that was Jalen Watkins, and he's not that great either. Oh, let's go, Bosa. There you go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Oh my god. When is Derwin supposed to come back? Supposedly it's after the bye week, which is next week. So we got obviously Chiefs right now, bye week 12. Game after that, Derwin said he's probably going to be back then. Nick Bosa, yeah, dude, he's having an amazing rookie year. That was pretty sick. The 1 week where Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa were both, yep, AFC and NFC Defensive Players of the Week. Who are we playing in Week 13? That's a great question. I think it's not Jacksonville, is it? No. I mean, no. My man voice, no. Um. Oh no, I lied. It's at Denver. So we got the bye week at Denver, at Jacksonville, at home against the Vikings, Sunday night game, home against the Raiders, which is basically an away game, and then at Kansas City to finish the season out. Okung, Derwin, Phillips, Tranquil are going to be back versus Denver. Exactly. Dude, Okung, he makes a world of difference too. Russell Okung. Okung, right? That's how you say it? He makes a world of difference. Like having him in the game literally is like night and day for the offense, for the entire offense. Just one guy on the offensive line. Like he's that much of an impact player. They've been able to, for the most part, been able to kind of alleviate the the blow they took by Mike Pouncey getting hurt. But Russell Okung, like, there's no replacing him. There just isn't. Like, there's no filling. Like, the Chargers need him in the lineup to be successful. That's literally the biggest difference. Well, I see why you don't do these live streams as much. These comments make me scratch my I could take it. It's more so just trying to pick and choose which ones to entertain and which ones to just like, all right, let it scroll, let it scroll, let it scroll. Okay, talk. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I love y'all. Please subscribe to the channel. I need ad revenue to help me go to Charger games. Pouncey got his 9 million, and then he gets a season-ending injury. Probably it could be. No, Vic, and I said this. It's. I hope it's not like career-ending because if I'm not mistaken, it's very similar to the career-ending injury that Nick Hardwick had to his neck. So and that pretty much. So we'll see. We'll see. Chargers tickets be mad expensive, bro. What was it? The Steelers tickets were starting. The lowest tickets were over $300. Hey, get out. Get out. You have to get out. You leave. Bye, Chris. Throw him away. If you don't tackle, see, if I hype you up with a phrase, you gotta make the hit. Oh, what's up, Thick Shrimp? Hey, Thick Shrimp says hi. Hey, Thick Shrimp. I got Goose and Chris VP over here, IRL. Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. Appreciate you. At least my Lakers are dude. Lakers are on a tear, bro. Okay, right here, pick six, por favor. Pick six, pick six, pick six. Pick six. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Un foot. That scared me, dude. But Spring Blur, that scared me, man. You got a new set? No, I didn't get a new setup. I'm just in my living room. I'm on a laptop, and I'm on a portable like folding table. My LED light is battery. Well, you could plug it in, or it's battery powered, and then my webcam's just on a little tripod. But yeah, I'm like when you see I think I made this analogy earlier. Like when you go to like a special event and like a radio station is there with their easy up, and there's literally just a mix amp on a table, and like they're wearing the headsets. Like I'm in like a portable setup. I'm in a portable version of my setup right now. So okay, good. All right, well, it's still a one score game. I'm fine with it being a one score game. Bosa wants to get Mahomes so bad. Daddy does, dude. Hey, 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 hey. Dude, the plane just like, excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna fly right through. Get the oxygen. Dang, they're all sucking down oxygen. The air isn't that thin when you go, surprisingly. I'm sure it isn't. Like you don't feel a difference. I don't know. I would have to play a sport and see if the difference is there because I've never like played a sport. And I know like in high school, like I mean, I didn't play any sports in high school, but one of my homies was he played soccer and he said they would do running camps. So they would like literally drive to the mountains and like just basically run long distances in the mountains to like condition in thinner air. So then when they came back down to near sea level, because I live on the West Coast, damn, they got mad oxygen in the locker room like that. Coach, it's bear coach. If they were still in SD, he wouldn't be. Lol. You got to snap it. Ooh, that was a cheeky little screen. I know. No, they got better locker rooms than Dignity Health. Actually, the Dignity Health locker rooms aren't that bad. They're actually pretty good. I've been, I haven't been in a locker room. I've seen the locker room, but like on social media and stuff, that's fine. Um, but the locker room's actually pretty nice. Oh man, those pound. I'm going back in the chat, Skylar. Those Pouncy guys are savage though. So if there's a chance he's cleared, he will play for sure. I'm so glad we got Mike Pouncey. He was a huge difference at center. Sucks that he's hurt. There you go. All right, let's go. We got 2 timeouts. Yeah, no timeout yet. I'm just saying you got 2 of them. So you still the whole field is open. Lamp is made out of popsicle sticks. Lol. Yeah, poor guy, dude. Hmm. You're a play clock. Gonna go to Chargers Raiders game in Vegas next year. I'm gonna try to. I want to go to the draft. We going to the draft? Vegas. We should go to the NFL draft, dude. Yeah, we're going. Um, go to the draft with Tanya so she can eat her nachos. Oh, okay. Hey, there's a spot in Vegas, y'all. It's near the Miracle Mile shops where the what's it Planet Hollywood. And he really did. um, Nacho Daddy, that's the spot. Yeah, we'll go there, Chris. Yeah, Nacho Daddy's lit. Oh, bro, they have so many different nachos. And then even if you don't not want nachos, like this fool just got like a quesadilla. Or no, what'd you get? You got an enchilada. And it was like the best enchilada like ever, dude. Who's Gordon with the hops? Yay. Really? What happened, Sco? Man. To be fair, Vic, when was the last time a wide receiver not named Keenan Allen or Michael Williams caught a pass? And I mean like wide receiver, like receiver position, not tight end, not running back. The thing, those are the only guys doing anything. And I was behind. We had to just rush it. You're doing a halftime show. All right, man. I really wish I had like rights and access to like highlights and things like that. Who was that meant to? He's pointing. No, he's not. All right, well, that sucks. Well, that's the thing. There's nobody else to put in. A little bit of holding. This O line is AIDS, I swear. Yep. You hurt his groin. SD for life. Rivers is the one committing all these holding penalties, right? It's his fault. You're down. Okay, now you got to spike it. Let's go. Let's go. Spike it. Spike it. Spike it. Thank you. Well, that's the ref. I think Coco celebrated. He celebrated badly. Respect. Come on, Badgley. Oh, that's good, baby. That's beautiful. Golazo. Goal, 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 goal. All right, let's go. Hey, 10-9. I'll take that at halftime. That's fine. As like the mistakes that the Chargers have made, to only be down 1 point after making those mistakes, you're fine. Rivers should give his game check to Badgley. If he wins the game, shoot. Now they got to walk what, like 16 miles back to the locker room or whatever they said it was. Yeah. All right. So got another. Um, Actually, almost won the game in Oakland too. Yeah, they just needed to get him in field goal range. Shoot. A word. Can can one of you put all these condiments back? By the way. No, you can't. Spider. Whatever. All right, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the condiments away. Yeah. No, it's fine. I will. I will pause my live show and leave them staring at my fireplace because you brought out all this ranch and barbecue sauce and ketchup. They saw you hand it to me. Why did you lay your phone out? Because it is a person. Yeah. Well, I'm winning. Yeah. All right. What's up? No, you need to lose. All right. Nice fireplace. Thank you, Shrimp. Appreciate it. All right. So Chargers Chargers got an interception. They gave up 2 turnovers of their own. Obviously, you can't. You got to clean up the turnovers. You can't have that. One of which is just weak side offensive line gave up that one. That happened to fall into the defensive lineman's hands. The other one was the charge, like, or the other one was just Rivers straight up throwing it away to the other team. Um, Defense is playing well. I mean, you hold KC to 10 points. You know, it's not bad. Um, at some point, the defense can only hold up for so long. The offense isn't either scoring touchdowns or possessing the ball for long increments of time. So as long as the Chargers can get some long drives going again, get it back in Melvin Gordon's hands, figure out a way to get Austin Eckler the ball in space. Both of those guys you got to lean on a little bit, especially if they're going to give up the underneath throws. That's who you kind of just got to ride out with, Try and get Hunter Henry back involved, dude. He caught a pass like first play of the game, and then we haven't seen a whole lot after that. So try and figure that out. But I mean, the unfortunate reality of it is like, as I just mentioned, one of the keys is you got to keep the running backs involved. But a lot of those passing plays, you're going to have to unfortunately ask them to chip and stay back in pass pro to help out the left side, especially with Pipkins. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the second half. Um, a lot of it too is just like finishing in the red zone, or when you get it down in and around the enemy territory. You know what I'm saying? Because you to get it all the way to the 30-yard line, or in a couple of those cases all the way down within the 10, that has to be a touchdown. So, and I would like to see them mix it up a little bit too. That one drive where they threw 3 times within the 10, they should have ran it once, at least once, at least once. So you suck, Jesse. Um, we need a sustained drive. Exactly. You need time of possession is everything. Not just especially against a team like the Chiefs. The longer you can keep Mahomes off the field, the better. Um, Antonio Gates didn't retire, Sam Dog. He just kind of is a free agent and nobody signed him. So technically, any team could just go sign him and pick him up. But he just can't move around the same way he used to be able to. Granted, he's still a great third down and red zone threat, so I wouldn't mind having him. But if they figure they can, obviously Hunter Henry's their primary pass catching tight end, and they figure Virgil Green is can also catch passes, but also a little bit can move a little bit better, especially in blocking because they use him a lot for blocking. But he still catches passes here and there, so it's more of just being able to have him move around, Go Bolts, we got this. We got this. JT money. Just got to chill out. Yeah, Chiefs are better. I said that, Jesse. I'm gonna be honest. In my rankings, it goes Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos. Not just because of record, but as far as like how good I think the teams are. Chiefs are still the team to beat in the AFC West until they're not. So as far as I'm concerned, they still hold that crown. But anything can happen. You just got to get a win tonight. You have to get a win tonight. You don't have a choice. Go into the bye week 5-6, level the playing field a little bit. Hope the Raiders drop a game. I mean, nobody's running away with the division. So as far as I'm concerned, there's a chance until there's not. You know what I'm saying? The offense still seems like Wiz is still here. SMH. I mean, it's putting everything together. They've made some great plays on some of the drives, but it's finishing those drives. You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen. You just need to finish those drives. What up, Malo? The best team in the division, but Rivers is not helping. We should be up by at least 7. To be fair, like I said, one of those picks isn't his fault at all. Can't complete throws when the other team's hitting you before you can get the ball out. So, and it's not because he's holding the ball too long. It's straight up that he's shoot blind side is not holding up. Pipkins is getting beat bad, dude, bad. So spread defense and run game. Yeah, no, yeah, the run game for sure. They need to lean on that a little bit more. Facts, Tanya. Facts. That's what I'm saying. To be down only 1 point, like I'll take that. You know what I mean? To have 2 turnovers, no touchdowns, and you're only down one, it could be a lot worse. Like a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as that second touchdown happened, I'm like, great, we're gonna be down 2 touchdowns like in an instant, and that didn't happen. So we'll be all right. I'm not used to being on a wood floor, guys. Like my chair, because it just like yeah, because it just like whoosh. I'm used to being on carpet in my office. Any word which fans are taking over stadium? More Chargers fans makes sense due to Mexico border SD. I'm honestly not sure. I want to say it's kind of even because KC fans just straight up travel well. Period. But yeah, no, for sure. I know there's a lot of Charger fans in Mexico as well, just because, like you said, closest team to the border, especially like Baja California. Like you have, it's like that's the closest NFL team. There's a bunch of Charger fans in that area, so Lakers just trade. No, I want to call Anthony Towns business on my team. Hey, this would never happen, Chris. I just because your takes are funny to me for basketball. Kyle Kuzma for Carl Anthony Towns, straight up. You make that trade, right? Pete, you know, teams aren't even allowed to trade their players and such until after December 15th, right? In the NBA. If you guys lose, you still put up a good fight. Hey, I mean, to do that pick by Jenkins was nice, but they're definitely not making it easy on the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie, the whole Tyreek Hill coming out of the game injured helps a little bit, but I'm in the positions that the offense has put our defense in. They've held up pretty well. So, like I said, I'm not upset about the defensive side of the ball play at all. Um, so they just need to score touchdowns straight up. Peter troll, lol. As much as I hate the Raiders, they belong in Oakland or LA, not Las Vegas. I would agree with you, Ivan, but unfortunately, teams like money. Well, owners like money and new stadiums, and that's something that neither Oakland nor San Diego is going to do for those franchises. Is make it so that way they could make a new stadium. I gotta sneeze. He could care less about the fans. That's pretty much. I mean, that's what I try and say. Like I wish the Chargers were still in San Diego to this day, but it ain't about me. Oh God, that was a terrible pick. Jameis Winston, dude. or Bonzo bean, dude. The thing is, it doesn't matter as long like people say the Chargers are failing in LA. It's like, yeah, the fan support sucks, but the Chargers still make money off those ticket sales because people are there. Even if it doesn't matter if it's Charger fans or the other team's fans or just fans who are just fans, like as long as they sold the tickets, that's all that matters, you know? They made their money. Yeah, Qualcomm Stadium, the same exactly, man. A lot of memories in that stadium. Tailgates, great games, playoff games. A lot of fun memories in that stadium. Shoot, I started going there when I was 4 years old. Still met facts. Dude, I miss the Sonics being in the NBA. We they need we need a new Seattle Sonics team. Qualcomm's lot was beautiful. It was. I mean, it kind of over a little over time. There was a lot of water damage and it was kind of cracked up. But like, I don't know. I tailgating. I can't say the best tailgate ever, like because or tailgating environment ever because I haven't been to a whole lot. What is my man's Mohawk? Oh yeah. Um, I don't know. For me, it just the tailgate vibes in San Diego were just undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can compare it to is the Arizona Cardinal Stadium, and it wasn't nearly like San Diego Chargers tailgate. Who's the Chargers cornerbacks? It's Casey Hayward and I know you were Pete because it didn't happen. Um, Casey Hayward and Michael Davis, who's half Mexican. Um, so yeah, and then Desmond King is their like slot corner. Who just went live on Twitch? Oh, Dr. Lupo. Green up. What's with the periods? What is the link on the live stream you're in? What do you mean the link on? Though the live stream I'm in. Oh, the game stream? I don't know. The TV, homie. Got that AT&T Uverse. I don't know, just NFL Reddit. Boom. I know, but it takes you to the link to the place. NFLbyte.com. There you go. Mm. Secondary needs help. Well, when Duran comes back, when Adrian Phillips comes back, Adrian Phillips plays a bigger part than people realize because he can do a little bit of everything. So he's a defensive back that's like your all-purpose defensive back who can also play linebacker sometimes when you need him to in passing situations. Well, even running situations, he can stop the run pretty well. So yeah, Derwin James, you're missing your obvious best or second best player on defense, but definitely not having Adrian Phillips doesn't help either. So mad we handed KC that touchdown. It is what it is. You got to move forward. You're only down a point. You got a whole half of football to play. So, can't, you know what I mean? Just got to make it happen. Should be 9-3. No, really, should be. But I miss Cromartie. I miss healthy Cromartie before he got hurt, before he had the hip fracture, whatever. He wasn't the same after that. But I miss Cromartie too. I have his jersey hanging in my closet. When is Derwin James coming back? After the bye week. So he says. The guy who couldn't tackle? What guy who couldn't tackle? Explain yourself, Darren. I'm just kidding. But what guy who couldn't tackle? Forgot about that. Oh, Crow, the guy. You got auto corrected hard there, bro. That sucks. Yeah, no, he that yeah, no, that was his thing. He didn't wrap up and tackle. Like he was not a sure tackler. He was phenomenal defending against the pass. Obviously, he had that one season with the ridiculous amount of interceptions and the one crazy one-handed Odell Beckham catch before Odell Beckham, but it was an interception, so it's more impressive than Odell Beckham's catch, and it was Peyton Manning he was picking off too. But yeah, no, tackling was not a strong suit for sure. He was much better at defending the pass before the pass was caught. What up, Hugo? How's it going? How do you feel about this game? I mean, I'm frustrated about this game, but it's you know, it could be worse. So I'm excited about the second half to see what's going to happen because we're only down one, so we'll be all right. You know, which Bosa brother will have a better career? I don't know. I think it's hard to say. I think Joey will, and that's going to be a biased answer. I acknowledge that, but well, you know what? I don't know. It's hard to say. If Joey Bosa doesn't have any more injuries or isn't like long term, like if he only misses like a game or two here and there because he's like dinged up a little bit, then Joey Bosa for sure. Um, but we'll see. We'll see in a couple years. I think it's too early to tell though. It's honestly it's 50-50. It really is. I feel like we're about to pull off the upset since these experts. That's usually what happens, Hugo. When we're the underdog, we win. Like I hate when all the experts all pick the Chargers because I feel like we always lose those games. I like the background. Thanks. It's Diego. This is my temporary living room mobile setup where it's just me in front of my fireplace with the two helmets that always live there. So just because I have people over and watching it on TV in the living room, so this is my temporary setup. You going to watch the XFL? Probably not. I, and I just I went all in on the AAF and I was excited for that. And in my honest opinion, I felt like the AAF had the best chance of succeeding because it was as close to the NFL product as possible without being the NFL. And it wasn't sustainable. So it really, the only thing with the XFL is it has what's his name backing it? Vince McMahon is his name. Guys, what's old boy for WWE or whatever? Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, Vince McMahon. I just want to make sure I was saying the right name. I feel like he has the ability to back it. The AAF ran out of money straight up. So we'll see. They're going to have to dump a lot of money into it to make it last. So we'll see. But I was all in for the SD fleet. I have a jacket, a beanie, and a snapback and a shirt. So it's like I don't want to get too attached to anything. Plus the LA Wildcats, I don't know. I don't nothing about it gets me excited, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I'll definitely pay attention to it. I definitely stay in the loop with things, but I'm not going to dedicate time just to watch it, you know what I mean? Whereas the SD Fleet, I went to their inaugural game. Man, they're repping from Jersey. That's what's up. Hold it down. Holding called on KC. Let's go. What can we expect on the upcoming content, Derek? A great question. I tried to film another Reddit video the other day and tried to do like an NFL memes one, and all the memes were trash. I didn't think anything was funny, so I knew it's hard to be funny when you don't think anything's funny. So we'll see. I don't know. Everything's kind of low key for right now. Definitely trying to go to the Vikings game. Oh yeah, I held the crap out of them. Definitely going to the Vikings game December 15th. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I need to start mixing some things up. I know December's right around the corner, so I need to take advantage and go ham with uploads in December. So have you ever met Ryan Matthews? I've not met Ryan Matthews. The only past or current, well, current at the time, like Charger I've ever like met is Trey Boston when we went golfing, which was lit. But no, I haven't met like I really like met players like that. You know what I mean? I've never really had the opportunity to. I'm not much my community Chargers sports fans, so I'm glad I followed you. Yeah, man, I feel you. It's hard. It's hard to mix the two. How do you let he just Oh, we did a thing. We did a thing. Decline the penalty. When's your wedding, law? You should stream it. I don't know if I'll stream it because I want to be in the moment, but I'll definitely hire a decent camera crew to film it. And rather than that sucks. No, I'll have a camera crew film it, but I'm not gonna pay them to make a wedding video. I'm probably gonna just ask to edit it myself. But I just need people to film it and give me the footage. Yep. And it had nothing to do with the play. That blows. Apparently you're on a 10 seconds delay. Alberto, that's usually what happens. It's just because anytime you live stream, you're always on a delay. So I'm watching it live on TV, but oh, but yeah, you by the time you see me talking to you on the stream, it's gonna be a delay. So you'll see it happen on the screen on the TV. You can look over to me and then you'll see me react to it. Hillary bad draft pick. I mean, right now it's looking that way. I think that the rookie year is way too soon to tell whether or not a draft pick is good or not. Because there's going to be some story where it's like because he was hurt going into the season. There's going to be some story about I wasn't 100%, but this year I'm feeling better than ever. And then if he plays well, then it's like all right, cool, it worked out, And if he doesn't, then then you can say it was a bad draft pick. Did you go to Qualcomm for the '98 World Series? I did not, because I was at the time I was 7 years old, so there's money in the bank. Tiff ASU agreed. Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's do it again. Let's try and get off this field. Shut up. Right here. Don't start. Right there to squeeze out. You've been practicing with the one-handed guy. Gigi, I agree with your assessment, Jared. Yeah, I think Telesco should have gone OT in round one last year, and that's completely fair. Just don't deny that it's completely fair to go with that. Oh, Bosa ate him, dude. Jeez. Chargers can't be mad. Chargers get all of us. Man. Thomas Davis isn't that bad. Yeah, he's in on a lot of the plays that like happened to hurt us. But for a while, I don't know if he still is. For a while, he was leading the league in tackles. He had good coverage on the one of the plays in the first half. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my God! Yeah, that tackling was atrocious. Oh my God! I'm starting to panic and get frustrated. Mm. What are we doing here? Almost fumbled it again. Jeez. Yo, Trey Boston tweeted, "What? They got ramen at the game? Man, I need 3, please." Dude. Oh, yikes! But then he almost lost the ball. But yeah, he gave Michael Davis the move. I love tackling. That ball was out. That ball was a yo-yo, bro. That football was a yo-yo. Gotta love Trey Boston. Dude, Trey's the homie, as y'all know. Trey is the homie. Forgot the game was back. I should watch it. Yes, you should, Thick. Shrimp. You should have signed. We should have. Imagine Trey Boston as your free safety and Derwin as your strong safety. I'll take that all day. But at the same time, I don't blame him because he was trying to go get paid, and then he's still out here barely playing for anything. But at the same time, it's bittersweet because I'm kind of happy he got to go back to Carolina, the team that drafted him. He went to UNC, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of nice that he ended up back there. He just sunned Jenkins too. All right, well, is Nasir still hurt? Yeah, dude, he's been hurt the whole season. Actually, they put him on IR if I'm not mistaken. Adderley. So never got on the. He got on the field fourth quarter in a preseason game, and that's it. All right, got a lot of work to do. Come on, Chargers. Got a lot of work to do. I'm a cry. You know the I'm a head out meme. I'm a cry. Why is our flag black? What are you talking about? Scoring some touchdowns might work. What do you guys think? Dick Shrimp. That's a solid assessment, bro. That is a solid assessment of a winning game plan right there. You guys hear that? Okay, Thick Shrimp's best like solid assessment, right? Your foolproof game plan. Scoring some touchdowns might work. What do you guys think? Scoring some touchdowns might work. Yeah, believe it or not, that's a legal play in football. You can score a touchdown. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Wait, who did? Who? Wait, hold on. Wait. No, the ESPN flag animation has a Chargers black. Oh, I didn't see that, but I saw they did it with another team and it was black. It was like the Redskins. They didn't have any color. Oh, okay. Got it. I'd like to see Williams, Eckler, Henry score a touchdown for science purposes. I wouldn't mind that either. But Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen scoring touchdowns is completely fine with me and my fantasy team. Chris, you need to lose a game in fantasy. Who do you play next week? Like, listen, I don't need a Bill Belichick answer here. Who do you play next week? Boo's useless. Bill Belichick answered low. Yeah, he did. 1 week at a time, only focus on the team in front of me. I would just stick a fork in the Chargers if they lose. I mean, out of all the games where I've said, you know what, no, we still got a chance. I think that this one would be it. To be honest, if I'm being real frank. If not for Rivers torn ACL, they would be Super Bowl champs. Well, that and LT getting hurt too. Don't forget that. Being a Charger fan sucks. Hey, it is what it is, man. It does, but it's like this is our team, you know. What else are you supposed to do? Mm, I hate Rivers throwing motion. Yeah, well, it's like a lot of people hate Lonzo Ball's shooting motion, but if it goes in, it goes in. I mean, it's easier said when he's not throwing as many interceptions because he has two tonight. One's not his fault, but he has two tonight. Twitch stream. Not tonight, tomorrow night. I usually stream on Twitch on Tuesdays. Become ACH. Fortnite or probably Fortnite. I haven't streamed Fortnite in like a week. Yeah, we did Call of Duty on Thursday. Oh, Aaron Porter. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably do a Fortnite stream because I got the Stormtrooper skin in Fortnite and I haven't used it yet. But then I also want to play the Star Wars game that just came out. Ooh. And then hold on, 3rd and 8. Um, the Chargers still have a chance at winning this game. Yep. Yeah, Keenan should have caught that. Keenan needs to get his hands on that. I mean, I know it's a tough catch because it's like the dude was all over him, but that's where you catch it with your hands instead of against your body. Raiders winning the division. I doubt it. Allen and Ingram are having that is true. They are. Oh shit! Do you see that divot on the sideline? What happened here? You're an AFC Championship game. Field is trash. No wonder they didn't play last year. Yeah, dude. Dude, that thing is getting all chunked up. Oh yeah, last year was because yeah, that's true. Last year was because of the Shakira concert. What, like 2 days before? Yeah, Shakira concert 3 days before, 2 days before, jacked up the because they had the stage on the field and the and people down there and yeah, it was just on the grass right there. Oh yeah, they get the extra yards. Please like fumble or do something dumb so we can benefit from it. Well, Chargers go from London to Mexico City because we don't have home games. Um, well, it's more displaced teams. So like the Rams gotta displaced teams in the fact that like a team like Jacksonville like has a terrible like fan attendance situation. So, but yeah, the Rams played internationally. The Raiders got an international game this year, right? Yeah. So like all teams who are like moving into a new stadium next season, and then yeah, Jacksonville, and then Bears just went over there just because of the Bears. They didn't really have, but yeah, that's part of the decision making process. So the Chargers got a London game last year and the Mexico City game this year because they're in a temporary stadium situation. So next year, I doubt that they won't make the Chargers play somewhere else because they have a brand new stadium. So they're going to want as many games in that new stadium as possible. Should play at Akron Stadium. I mean, thanks for the clarification. You got it, of course. Chargers to come. Hey, I'd be all for that, but the whole thing is trying to make money off international audiences and then getting their interest to follow the NFL and make more money off those international audiences. The whole thing with the London games is trying to get people in England to, and I'm sure they eventually want to branch out. I don't think it'll ever work, or it would be a good idea to have NFL teams in England, but I think that's what they want to do. But at the very least, they want to at least branch out the market into there, and then obviously Mexico City branch it out south of the border. The Chargers have the perfect team colors for Hawaii. They do. The next live, experts saying both not fans anymore, but just give it a no. And that's Hugo. You're right. Like that's literally it. It's time. It's really it is time. It's the people, the fans you had in San Diego aren't going to be able to make it to games like they used to. Granted, even in San Diego during down years, their fan support wasn't the greatest. It was always like a away team presence unless the team was a playoff team that year. Now, having said all that, like LA by no means is a Charger town at all. So it's a long like overtime period. You have to build a fan base. So you have to get people excited. Not only people excited, what you really need to do is start with a younger generation and build that up over time. And that's why their social media team is like as dedicated as that's why they've invested as much as they can because of the like memes and TikTok and all that stuff. They're going to try and get the younger generation to support the Chargers. And then from there, over time, you'll have this new generation of Charger fans as they get older. So because you're not going to convert um, Joe football fan who's been rooting for the same team for 20 years. You know what I mean? You're not going to get Joe. Well, I'm not going to say Joe because I feel like that's not an appropriate name, but for all like demographics, but like the guy who's a Raiders fan, the guy who's a Rams fan, there's a lot of Cowboys fans in Los Angeles. Like you're not going to convert all those fans of different teams. Oh my God, Denzel Perriman, what happened, bro? Um, like you're not going to convert those fan bases. So the only hope you have is to build a new one with the younger audience. So shout out Ethan. There you go. I wish the Chargers had Marshawn Lynch in his prime. I mean, I mean, I mean, yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Should I wish we had a lot of people in their prime, like yeah, who wouldn't? Exactly, platinum. Come the Chargers move to LA, everyone hates them, but Raiders go from LA back to Oakland and now Las Vegas, and everyone still loves them. It's just a different mentality. With like Raider Nation is just different. And I give Raiders fans like props because it's just if you're a Raider fan, you're a Raider fan and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I mean there's instances where I'll beef with Raider fans, obviously because of like being divisional rivals. Please tackle them. Being divisional rivals, you know, there's a lot of like history of rivalry there. But real talk, I got respect for Raider fans because they just support. Now there's a lot of them that are annoying and think they just won the Super Bowl last year, but they're loyal. Yeah, that their fan base is their fan base. Hey, there's Derwin. Like point blank, period. Like they're a Raider fan, and there's a lot of Charger fans that are really wishy washy and just like out of nowhere on Twitter, like, all right, guys, it's official. I'm no longer a Charger fan. I can't root for this team anymore. Like, all right, cool. You and your 20 followers can go elsewhere with that noise. Nobody cares. Like, here's that plate of attention you ordered. Derwin wants to go in so bad, Platinum. Like, can't Patrick Mahomes be on the Chargers? Because they didn't need to draft a quarterback at the time, which I wouldn't mind. I actually, someone when we were talking about Lamar Jackson earlier, I was talking about Lamar Jackson earlier. I would not have been mad if the Chargers would have drafted him, especially because he went to the second. He went to the second round, right? Lamar Jackson, 31st. That's first round. There's 32 teams. All right, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have been mad if the Chargers would have taken him in the second round. I just didn't want him to use a first round pick on Lamar Jackson just to have him sit for a couple years, but it worked out for the Ravens. Was he 32nd pick? So he was last of the first round. What the heck? Why do they have? Eric, would you feel about the Chargers drafting someone like Oregon QB Justin Herbert? Obviously, Burrow and two will be gone before the Bolts pick. I'd be fine with that. I low key want Rivers to hold on a little bit longer and draft that one kid from Clemson. All right. Well, uh, Padres fan. What if Tom Brady went to the Chargers? I heard it. He won't. Do you hear about that? That was a legitimate thing. People were reporting Tom Brady's going to go to the Chargers next season, and here's why it makes sense. Our segment at 8, like that was a thing, Goose. That was actual news. Yeah. Tom Brady's just not going to go to the Chargers. It just won't happen. Why would you get an aging quarterback just to get another aging quarterback? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. That's like that's like the Broncos getting Peyton Manning, but like 2 years later than they did. Andy Canacho. I know. Well, I'm here. I'm gonna torture myself with it. So okay, it's Tom Brady though. Yeah, it's Tom Brady, but it's like I don't know. Does Tom Brady really put you over the edge though? This Charger team, does Tom Brady put you over the edge? Let me put it that way. But does he put you? Does he take this team and make you a Super Bowl contender? Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To be fair though, Colston was balling. Colston was good. Colston was really good. I can hear Anthony Lynn's press conference now. We're outcoached and outplayed. He always says the same thing. I mean, he ain't wrong though. Chargers went 9-7. Would they still make the wild card? Yes, because of the way the AFC is this year. The NFC is stronger. Like the NFC wild card race is going to be crazy because there's what is it? What's the division? The Vikings and the who else in their division? Oh yeah. So like Vikings Packers, one of those teams is winning the division, one of those teams is the wild card, and then you look at the NFC West, you have the 49ers and the Seahawks. One of those teams is winning the division, one of those teams is going to be the wild card. And the Rams may end up with a decent record and miss the playoffs. Yeah. 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 So the NFC is a lot more. 9-7 gets you the wild card in the EFC this year. Hit that ding. That's correct. We beat Bears and Packers. We just need to beat the Vikings. We need to beat a lot more than just the Vikings. At least we get if we beat the Vikings, at least we say we like for the most part dominated that division. Chargers lost to the Yep. Those are all the games. Those are all the games where you're 7-3 instead of 4-6. Because those three games are the games you're supposed to win. I wouldn't bring back. I would just to say just to like not have them not play. I mean, I get it, but she's win. Got a lot of work. You need a touchdown right here, or it's pretty much curtains. All three of those AFC games should have been wins. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say Titans, Steelers, and Broncos. Those are the three games. Those are the games they shouldn't have lost. I'll take that pass interference. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. But yeah, Titans, Steelers, Broncos. You're 7-3. Completely different story. You take a tackle. You take a tackle in next year's draft because no matter who you get at quarter, whoever's throwing the ball, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a tackle, you're not going to be very successful next season. Right? What do you need Eckler to do? Oh, See if the Chargers can make a comeback like last year. Let's see it. Do you broadcast every Charger game? Keith, I do not. This is actually the first one this season. I've done a lot more in the past, but a lot of these games I went to. Oh god, yikes! Pipkins is getting beat. He is getting beat. How about Andy Dalton? I'm good. Ooh, Keenan Allen talking his talk. Let's go, Slayer. Ooh, that's a catch. Keenan need to go off right now. Chris, shut up. So Simon Can Dante, we went over this, man. I'd be okay with Colin Kaepernick, but I'm still not ready to give up on Rivers. And even as a backup, you still got Tyrod Taylor through next year. Cam Newton, he's going to cost too much money, and these bodies breaking down on him. He relied a lot on his athleticism to make plays. He's not that accurate of a quarterback, so it's like if his athleticism's breaking down, I don't. He's not the guy who's going to hang in there and make the throws. You know, I'd be Jesus flag. Let's go. Cam Newton hasn't always sucked. I mean, Cam Newton took a team to the Super Bowl, but he's not the guy who's going to stand in the pocket and make the throws he needs to make. But where he's at in his career, he's definitely not going to be doing the things he used to be doing. So, you know what I mean? Sam Dar. Oh yeah. When is Tanya making a return to the channel? I mean, if Tanya's still in the chat, you can ask her. But I don't know. Soon, hopefully, because we miss Tanya on the TD Diaries. I mean, shoot, the T in TD Diaries stands for Tanya. So, but no, it's just we've just been low key this year. Like we haven't been as active doing stuff. Just to come on, Melvin. Nice spin move. Um, so like that's why a lot more videos have kind of been in the office this season. A little chippy out there. And so yeah, so we've just been a little bit more low key. And then I was gonna say with the live broadcast, I don't always do this during games, but just because I've been in San Diego away from my setup, so I haven't been able to live stream like this because all my equipment's here. For those of you new to the channel, my girlfriend Tanya lives in San Diego. I live in Orange County, so I didn't give it my address. So when I'm down there, obviously I don't have all my equipment up here that I need to make these things happen. So what's up with Easton Stick? I mean, he's just on. Hey, 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 hey! Look at the look at Questenberry. You see the lineman? All right, finally got a touchdown. Let's go, Philip. They're going for two. Go for two. Hopefully, Philip Rivers is mad now because he plays better mad. I'll take those fantasy points too. Thanks, Key bro. All right, you get this 2-point conversion, and it's a 1 touchdown game. Let's go. Let's go. That was huge, bro. That was freaking huge. We needed that touchdown bad. Nice makeup. I don't have any makeup on. This is all natural. No, I have good lighting too. We play to win the game. That's right, Tanya. Henry's gonna bring in the fantasy points. Let's go. I got fantasy points from Keenan, so shoot. I'm winning my game by 50 right now. No, by like 40, 46, 45. Where's he at? Oh yeah. How is Tanya not a moderator? That's a good. Um, I don't have any moderators for this channel, not for YouTube, because I don't live stream that much. So Twitch obviously have my selected moderators, but this one, yeah. When are they gonna wise up and bench Rivers? Taylor needs. Oh, Kevin. Michael Davis, I agree. He's struggled on the last drive, especially. Tyrod Taylor, how do you don't even know that Tyrod Taylor is going to be the starting quarterback next season, and you act like 4-6 is the season's over. You act like 4-6 is 1 in. What's the math on that? 1-8, 1-9. Yeah, you act like 4-6 is like 1-9. Yeah. If the Chargers win this game, they're 1 game or they're 1 game behind the Chiefs, and what, a game and a half behind the Raiders. No, dead ass, dead ass. Sorry, man. We're not trash. We're playing under potential. We're not trash. We're far from trash. Again, the Jets are trash. The Miami Dolphins are trash. Who's the other winless? The Cincinnati Bengals are trash. The Chargers are underwhelming this year. There's a difference between trash and underwhelming, or playing below potential. The Bengals, yes, Hugo, thank you. You know, the Raiders, Chargers are doing them a favor if they beat the Chiefs. They do, but you're still, even if though you beat the Chiefs and do the Raiders a favor, it's still closer than if you lose to the Chiefs. You know what I mean? There's still no benefit of losing. So it's just the Raiders, for a week at least, get to say they're in first place. Rivers just threw a touchdown pass and got a 2-point conversion. What are you talking about? He had a bad first half. He's not trash. Give me some quarterbacks. Bottom of the league quarterbacks. Give me some quarterbacks. No, bottom of the league. Oh yeah, bottom of the league. Tom Brady, trash. Nope, you admitted to it. Yep. Well, so Ryan Fitzpatrick is trash. Colt McCoy is trash. Eli Manning is trash. Eli Manning is absolute basura. Okay, Rivers is not trash. Josh Allen is underrated at QB. Oh, I would give you that. Josh Allen's nice. Josh Allen's been my backup quarterback in fantasy for a little while until Nick Foles came back. No, Josh Allen is nice. If he can keep developing, I would like to see what he develops into for sure. What about Nathan Peterman? Nathan Peterman is trash. Ladies and gentlemen, just received word via phone call. What's that? Oh, you guessed it. Nathan Peterman is trash. I'm doing the most right now. Sorry, I'm being extra. MV Peterman is the GOAT. WTF do you mean this? Chargers, yeah, Chargers need a better O line for sure. But I will agree. Rivers right now, it's his decision making, and it's I think he's done this in the past when he feels like his back is against the wall. He not even against the wall when he feels like he has to do too much. You could tell, and he needs to chill out and calm down because he's trying to go for home run plays. Goose, you said it best. Just get the easy completion, get the first downs, keep the drive alive, and he's trying to go for the home run ball too much, which is what he did at the Raider game. Going for the home run ball too many times. Yeah, I get it. It's the competitive nature. It's the frustration. It's everything adding up. But it's like, dude, you just need to you need to be smart about it. Peterman's career stats are 3 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Holy crap! Is it too late to call up Marcus McNeil and Nick Hardwick to play in this? Facts. And it's like I said, it's a lot of offensive line, and he feels like he's like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna go down swinging. He's that guy like in Call of Duty when you're losing by 20 kills in team deathmatch. So he's like, F it, I'm just running around with an RPG and a shotgun. Like that's what Rivers is doing. Only OGs remember Luis Castillo, the GOAT. He was so good until he wasn't. That whole defense was just, dude, Igor Olshansky, man. And Jamal Williams, the nose tackle, probably arguably one of the best nose tackles. Well, definitely the best nose tackle the Chargers ever had. It's on Case in the GOAT. Facts. Yep. Castillo, Merriman, Jamal Williams, Donnie Edwards, and Quentin Jammer, who was on that defense forever. Clinton Hart. Shoot. What about the Browns 0-16 Deshaun Kaiser? What happened to Deshaun Kaiser? Kazir. Deshaun Kazir or whatever. The Browns quarterback for a little bit. Lost in the sauce. Chargers really should have got Mahomes. When did he go? What round? Here, let me tell you. Let's look up. Mahomes was drafted. What? This is technically his third year, right? So he was drafted in 2017. Huh? Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs selected Mahomes in the first round, 10th overall pick. All right. So basically, the Chargers took Mike Williams instead of Patrick Mahomes 3 picks sooner. The Chargers took Mike Williams 3 picks before Patrick Mahomes. But at the time, like a quarterback wasn't even a thought in the Chargers' mind. It was give as many weapons to Philip Rivers so we can do something right now. And they went and got Mike Williams. Basically, yeah. He only played like 2 games. He didn't even. Please pick this. Okay. Mike Bercovici. All right, good stop, defense. Let's go. Anyway, the point is they drafted a wide receiver and two offensive linemen that year in Dan Feeney and Forrest Lamp. And at the time, those picks made so much sense. Imagine if they would have taken Patrick Mahomes and the hoopla that would have followed. The circus of, do you keep Rivers? Do you keep Pat Mahomes? So, like, obviously, in hindsight, 31 teams are. Oh, my. Desmond King, you need to. Obviously, in hindsight, 31 teams are going to be like, dang, I wish I had Patrick Mahomes. But, like, nobody has a crystal ball. So you draft based on what you need. Now, one could argue even before this season started, you should have taken an offensive lineman instead of Jason Tillery or sorry, Jerry Tillery. I mean, defensive line and offensive line were both needs at the time. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You got to draft needs. Heck, Tom Brady was exactly. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick, and look at the career he had. Again, nobody has a crystal ball, so except the Bears. I don't know why you would take Mitch Trubisky before Patrick Mahomes or yeah, that's true, or Deshaun Watson. Wow. Well, the Bears just can't draft quarterbacks like or pick them. They had Jay Cutler for years. That's a catch, boy. And that's a good throw by a veteran quarterback as well, might I add. Charge. Gang Green David, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. My goodness. Yeah, Hunter Henry was a great pick. That was one of those where it was like, we got Antonio Gates. Why are they drafting Hunter Henry? But that was one of those where it was a 2nd-round pick. And a lot of teams probably would have drafted, again, looking back, a lot of teams would have taken him much higher because of much of a difference maker he is at tight end. Especially in like, it's weird. It's a weird era for tight ends right now because I feel like there was a period of time where all the leading receivers in the league were all tight ends. And now they're not. You know what I mean? And like so many, like you had dudes like Tyler Eifert, who was about to be the second coming of Gronk. You had what's his name for the Vikings, Rudolph. He was supposed to be amazing. Like obviously you still have like Kelsey and Ertz and stuff like that, but Jimmy Graham just kind of like, oh, that sucks. Oh, 3rd and 6. Travis Benjamin is trash. He should have stayed in Cleveland. The time he was making plays, the signing made sense. He completely just like regressed so bad and just couldn't catch anything. And they even restructured his contract to save some money this year. But man, sucks because of his speed is ridiculous. Like his ability to take the top off of a defense and leave underneath throws open for Keenan Allen, either underneath or like mid tier. But man, he just can't like the last 2 years. It's just been bad. And he fumbled. He was trying to flip it to Eckler. He was trying to flip it to Eckler and he got caught in it. He saw Eckler. He tried to give a little like desperation, give it up. And then he just had it awkwardly. Be all right. At least they didn't turn it over right there on their own side of the field. Defense has to get another stop. That play to that's failed screen pass to Melvin ruined that drive. Good tackle. Let's go. We're still good. We're still good. You got to get a stop here though. Still plenty of time. There's over 12 minutes left. My hands are like drenched. My palms are sweaty, my knees are weak, and my arms are heavy. Yeah, mom spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface, I seem calm and ready to drop bombs. It's bad because I'm live streaming, but I keep on forgetting the words that I wrote down. He opens, but the words won't come out. Even commercial break, yeah. No, it's every Charger game drenched, drenched in sweat, dude. Seriously, panic attacks, anxiety, and Tony and I were talking about this earlier today. Like, it almost sucks that they have a Monday night game because like you're at work and all you could think about is like, oh, I got to get home for the game. I got to do this for the game, and especially in my case, I'm like, I got to set up the portable live stream out in the living room in front of the fireplace for the game, and now I'm just like stressing out after like working all day. You're at work, so you're worried about work, and then you come home and you're worried about the game, and then you if you lose, then you're pissed off and you go to sleep upset, and you go to work straight back to work tomorrow. There's like no break, you know what I mean? At least Sunday when you lose on Sunday, like you can process, like you know what I mean? Or like even if you win and you went through a lot, like watching your team win, like you can at least like, okay, I can chill. Here it's like, all right, game's over. It's almost 9 o'clock. Get ready for bed because you got to sleep on this, you know? Still time left. Oh yeah, Ivan, for sure. Time for a comeback. They're only down a touchdown. A 2 point conversion was huge. Although I would be tripping more if they didn't get the 2 points. But again, like I said, over 12 minutes left in this game. Yes, you need the defense to get you another stop right now, but you got a chance, plenty of chance. Every game Chargers lose by is 6 points or less. Hashtag best worst team in the NFL. That is true. See, that's the thing. That's why it's hard for me to like. And then this happens. It's hard for me to like even entertain the thought process of blow it up, get rid of this, get rid of that. And maybe it's just me being stubborn for like change, like certain changes. Obviously, there's certain things you need to add. Maybe some players you be okay parting ways with. That makes sense as far as the grand scheme of things and making moves. But it's hard for me to say like blow up the team or anything like that because it's like they're not far off. It sucks because you know what I mean. They're not like it's not like they're terrible and it's like all right, get rid of every single asset you have. Let's just load up on draft picks and rebuild. Holding ring. Oh, Vic, don't tell my buddy Chris that. Vic Williams said all my MJ writers say is that he has rings. Rings is a team stat. LeBron stats are way better than MJ. That is a factual statement. Stats wise, yes. Individual stats wise, yes. Okay, good. Cool. By the way, Vic, my homie over here is like he is Laker Nation till he dies, but god damn it. Oh, he is Laker Nation till he dies, but he is the ultimate LeBron hater. Like ultimate LeBron hater. Nope, 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 none of that. Stop. Yep. Yeah, he's the reason we're 11-2 right now. We're talking rings and Bill Russell's the GOAT. Exactly. He played in an era. He played in a different era where centers could literally do whatever they want. It's like the argument, and don't get me wrong, Wilt Chamberlain is Wilt Chamberlain. But like a lot of people argue if Wilt Chamberlain would have played, bless you. If Wilt Chamberlain would have played 30 years later, it would have been a different story. No. Ooh, that's a tackle. Let's go, Thomas Davis. Good tackle. Jordan greater than LeBron, and the debate starts. What's up, Joseph, aka Hakuna? Lay goat. Also, okay, you no, that's fine. Hey, the same guy with the saying LeBron was better than MJ. He said lay goat, but then he said also Alex Caruso is better than MJ. Caruso goat is a game changer. But I know you're down with that. I love how Davis is an old school tackler. Facts. He is though. Kevin, I can't even take myself to a game. I'm broke, my guy. I know there's that whole thing of YouTube money out there, but it's shoot, it ain't in my bank account, that's for sure. Alex Caruso is the real Slim Shady of the NBA. Braxton, I'm down with that. Can we? No, they're gonna give it to him. Charger games are mad expensive. No, you Padres fan, facts, dude. It's like I said, the Packers game was like 265, the lowest, cheapest tickets. The Steelers game was 300 some odd dollars. It's expensive. Oh, I don't. Yeah, you got it. That last little effort. Do a Chargers ticket raffle, but you rig it so I win. Bro, I try to keep telling you guys, I can't afford to go to a game. That's why there haven't been as many game vlogs this season. It's expensive, dude. Well, it's like a double edged sword. It's like because the games you want to go to are the most expensive ones. The Packers, the Steelers, those are the most expensive ones. And then there's like because I had season tickets for so long, I've seen the Raiders, I've seen the Broncos, I've seen the Chiefs a million times. Granted, I get it. It'd be exciting to see Patrick Mahomes, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't want to go to a game just to see Patrick Mahomes. So then it's like I want to see interesting different teams that the Chargers don't always play. So like going to like the Colts game, the Texans game. Well, sure, but the Vikings game because that it came down to Steelers and Vikings because I wanted to go to one of the Sunday night games, but the Steelers one was just like, nah, way. But the Vikings game, there's a chance. And it's like the last time I saw the Vikings, Brett Favre was on the team. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were yeah. Can you vlog in SoFi Stadium? Whoa. Yeah, no, Kevin. The plan is to be there for that first that the home opener, the first ever regular season game played in SoFi Stadium. The plan is to be there and vlog that game for sure. That's already determined. We already got like a squad rolling up. People who even aren't Chargers fans who just want to go check out the stadium, who are also other YouTubers and stuff like that. So Vic, I did too, like some lowering the head type nonsense, but I'm glad they didn't. Desmond King, please just don't do anything dumb here, please. You've been real suspect with these returns, my dude. Oh, it's Pope. Pope. Touchback. Wait, no. Yeah, the Chargers should move to London. Let me know how that works out. No, he wouldn't. Remember the clip? Oh, unless you're being sarcastic. So, the what is it? The best DAM, the best I am. Yikes! I suck at reading names. Professional YouTuber slash live streamer, by the way. The best I am. I literally have a friend that lives in England, and I told him about that, and he was like, "That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Nobody in my country even understands the like American football as a sport, let alone would they even care to go. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like, oh well, you can point to the games that are played in London, like, oh, look at the fan attendance, dude. It's like how many of those people are traveling from America because you took their team and made them have a home game over there. And it's a vacation as much as it or a trip as much as it is to go see your team. And then on top of that, it's more of a for them, it's just I'm gonna go watch football because it's something to do. It's like in the summertime when Arsenal comes over here and plays Manchester United in Los Angeles. Yeah, a bunch of people go, even though the United States isn't the biggest like soccer sport, like country for supporting soccer, but it's just something to do different. It's one game. It's like, let's go see it. If you put all the games over there, it's not going to draw the same interest. It's just not, people over there just don't care, you know? And again, that's not even getting into the legal, the business, and the financial aspects of it. Because the Chargers are paying $650 million over 30 years to move to Los Angeles, not to mention the money they've invested into the construction of SoFi Stadium. Granted, it's not their stadium they're building, they're still contributing their own little portion of it and paying their rent as a tenant team. Um, and then what else? There's some other aspects of it too, but basically that's a lot of money to have to give back to the Chargers because essentially they'll take you to court. If the NFL says, "Okay, Chargers, you have to go to London," the Chargers are going to be like, "Cool, give me my $650 million back that you made me pay to move to LA." No, we're not. Court case. Like they're not going to go without fighting. It's not just like a, "Well, okay, moving to London." Copy paste team in London. There's a lot more that goes on to it. And that's just scratching the surface. I could keep going on and on and on about different reasons why it won't happen. They should just go to TJ. See, that might make sense. But TJ is going to have to build a stadium for them or work with the ownership to build them a stadium. But that might actually work. That would make more sense than putting them in London. Shoot, you'd have all the fans in San Diego going to the games, like for sure, crossing the border. Oh yeah. Also, games would probably be cheaper. Should I be willing to pay pesos to go to a game instead of US dollars? Oklahoma Chargers. See, now you're getting reckless. I just don't want that to happen. TJ is straight Raiders fans. That is true. Raiders and Cowboys. We're going back to the Cowboys thing again. How there's a ton of Cowboys fans in Southern California. For life. Órale. Yes, 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 yes. See, just do that. That's a throw you make on 2nd and 8. So it's what, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, and not 3rd and 8. I think a team in Mexico would be good for both. Why is the NFL trying to go worldwide when we have the world league? And because Braxton money. If you can put a team somewhere and get money from over there, it's expanding the. You know what I mean? It's trying to expand the market. Y'all call up Ken Wisenhunt and ask him what play to run on 3rd down. Is that what that was? But that wasn't even really Hunter Henry's fault. Pipkins just like, I don't know. When is the next TD Diaries flag football game and where will it be? That's a great question. I don't know. I need to have one. If my planning would have been better, it should have been this Sunday during the bye week, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Just because I think it's too short notice to try and put something like that together. But we need to have a flag football session for sure. Maybe we might do like a Saturday in December or something. Mm-hmm. If it's too good to be true as far as the commercial and making you feel good and positive vibes, and then it ends up being beer for no reason. Chargers should no, they should not move to St. Louis. Where are the abundance of Charger fans in St. Louis? I'm sorry. Granted, St. Louis will root for anybody who comes that's not the Rams, but no, it doesn't make sense. Patriots should move to Florida. I don't know. Like, let's just say stuff to say stuff. You know what I mean? The Jaguars should move to Mars. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who is overrated on the team? Well, on the Chargers? I don't know that anyone's really overrated. Pretty much everyone's underrated or like right where they should be at. Why not? Because they don't want them in LA. It's time. We're gonna go over this again like we did earlier in the stream. It's you don't build a fan base overnight. Obviously, the Chargers underestimated how well they'd be received, or overestimated how well they'd be received in Los Angeles. So I think now their strategy is build up the long game and grow a fan base over time. And there's two ways to do that: is appeal to a younger audience because you're not going to change grown people to convert teams from teams they've rooted for their entire lives. So really, it's about getting the younger generation to start rooting for a local Chargers team, and then obviously you got to win games, and that's kind of the tough part right now. So it's just time. It's a matter of time. It's like everyone says. There's nothing but Raiders fans. There's even Cowboys fans and Rams fans in LA, and even Rams fans are suspect because the Coliseum is filled with the other team's fans more often than not. You can't even say that the Rams have a better foothold because they have a bigger stadium that gets filled with more fans. But it's an overtime thing. It's the long game, and the Chargers signed like a 20-year lease or whatever it was. So they plan on building a fan base over. What just turned off? Oh, dang it! Thank you. All right, be right back, chat. I need to grab a new battery for my LED light. All right, lights back, chat. I had to do a battery change. I don't know why I didn't think to bring the other battery out with me. Oh, good play. Let's go, Ingram. Let's go. God, play your light bill. No, it was a battery. The battery died. Lights out. Lights out. Raiders Chargers would have been in LA, but Kroenke decided tank until St. Louis didn't like them. I mean, it's more so Kroenke had the means to build a stadium in Los Angeles, and neither the Davis family nor the Spanos family have that kind of cheddar to finance their own stadium. So Kroenke said, "I have the money. I'm going to go build it." Hey, that's a good backspin. Kroenke said, "I have the money. I'm going to go build it." And then literally the Chargers and the Raiders tried to be that second team, and the Chargers had a year to decide. And then if they decided not to move, then the Raiders had a year to decide. And then the Chargers tried their desperation measure C in San Diego. It didn't get passed. It didn't even get a majority vote, and it needed a 2/3 vote to work. A lot would argue and say that the Mission Valley site was a better option and not downtown. There was no way that they were going to get the downtown site they wanted. And a lot of the San Diego residents didn't trust Dean Spanos at all because he had literally just tried to move the team literally right before, like 8 months before that went to the ballot in a joint stadium with the Raiders. Yikes. Chargers on a team. What team would you like? I wouldn't watch football. I don't know. Next closest team in California. All my teams are local. So I'm a Chargers fan because they're a Southern California team, and my dad was a Chargers fan for the longest time. Same thing. Well, mom and dad, and then Lakers, same thing. You're in there. Lakers, same thing. I was born into a Lakers household. I was born into a Chargers household. I was born into an Angels household, but I also like the Padres. Madre, pinche Melvin Gordon. Getting really mad and irritated, and I can't tell my stories in peace. Anyways, I've always rooted for local teams. So if the Chargers weren't my team, that would assume that the Chargers just didn't play in Southern California. Then I would just pick the next closest California team. That's not the Raiders, but I don't know. Oh, I'm about to have a cow. That's basically a punt. Look at this dude. To Andre Patton. Caught. No, Vic, you're right. That was just a dumb throw. He's just going for it all when you don't need to. No, these two losses are on Phillip for sure. If the defense doesn't stop and get him the ball one more time, this one's on Rivers too. The decision, and it's all decision making. The arm's still there. The ability to make some of the throws are there. I mean, you've seen him make some fantastic throws in this game. He threw a touchdown pass and a 2-point conversion. It's just the decision making to try and go for it all. Oh shit! Flaming Demon having a mobile quarterback doesn't change that interception whatsoever. That was a complete decision making thing. A mobile quarterback doesn't fix everything. You're like that Flex Seal meme right now where the water's leaking out of the tank and the guy slaps the Flex Seal on it and it like solves everything. A mobile quarterback is not that. There was no issue of mobility on that last play. It was 100% a terrible decision to try and throw that deep ball to Andre Patton. Not to mention a mobile quarterback doesn't make Melvin Gordon catch that pass in the flat on 2nd and 10. Like there's so many other things that like a mobile quarterback's fun to have. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to use in Madden. It's entertaining. You're going to get a lot of highlights. But that's to say that that's the reason the Chargers are losing is not it. Literally, there's two interceptions that were just poor decision making slash not seeing the defense in the proper coverage, thinking there was two high safeties instead of a single high safety on the first one, and that one was just a dumb shot that he took. And I know what y'all are saying. Oh, mobile quarterback. Look at Patrick Mahomes getting the first down. But the thing is Patrick Mahomes is a great passer. The running is a plus. It's an added element. It's an advantage. But the reason Patrick Mahomes is so good is because of the throws he makes. Just like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's having a fantastic year because he's a passer. He's a passer first. And then if he needs to, he can get out of the pocket and make moves with his legs. But if you collapse on containment like that, I'm sorry. Of course he's going to do that. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. That's that what Patrick Mahomes just did is the same stuff Aaron Rodgers does. And Aaron Rodgers isn't even known as being like a mobile quarterback. He just knows when to use his legs at the right time, but he's known for his throwing. So it's like to say like use your priorities to get a mobile quarterback doesn't solve everything. At the end of the day, you need a guy who can make throws. Mitch Trubisky is a mobile quarterback. He can't throw worth a damn. I'm upset, y'all. Mad. Look at Carr having a great year. The O line giving him time to throw the ball. Malo, man, see, that's exactly right. And everybody was ready to throw Derek Carr under the bus too. Everybody was ready to say Derek Carr is washed up and needs to go, and the Raiders wasted money and paid him way too much. Like, no, Derek Carr is a good quarterback. You just like anybody, you need to give him a line. Even if you give him like a middle of the like middle of the league line, like a 15th, 16th ranked line, he's gonna do something. Chargers O line is just like terrible. Zero blitz. Contain, please. Thank you. See, look what happens when you contain. Easton Stick. I mean, I would not mind over time. I don't think he's ready right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing what Easton Stick turns into and developing him. I mean, he showed in preseason he's not even ready to be a backup, I don't think. Huh? Full fights is Spanish. Mm. Well, it's not there. Club America. If they don't put Tyrod in, man, you really think Tyrod will tie this game up in the fourth quarter if you put him in right now? When he had his mustache? What is this commercial? What is this underwear commercial I'm watching? Y'all see this underwear commercial going on right now? Jesus. Fuck. No, I'm watching Amazon Prime. What about them cup noodles? That's what I'm saying. Can I get a cup noodles? Did I still have yet? This is for the game that just came out, right? I still have yet to play it. Yo, y'all in the chat, y'all like Star Wars? I'm excited to play Jedi Fallen Order live on Twitch, twitch.tv/DizzyHT. $50 Rivers throws a pick. Joey won't take the franchise tag, I promise. Chargers would be dumb if they tried to franchise tag Joey Bosa. They need to give him the bag. He won't take that. No. He held out for he held out for a rookie contract that's non-negotiable as far as amount. The only thing you could negotiate is what years you get paid in. And he held out for that. There's no way he showed that. There's no way the Chargers would even think about franchise tagging him. Like that's why the Chargers didn't want to pay Melvin Gordon is because they know they're going to have to pay Joey Bosa pretty soon, and they didn't want Melvin Gordon's contract, a big contract on the book. Granted, I still think they were willing they would have been giving willing to give him a fair amount. Yeah, but again, we don't know. We don't know how much. It's rumored it was 10 million a year. Who knows? You could have only had like so 10 million a year, 40 years. That's an average. Who knows if he only got paid 8 million in the first 2 years and then the rest was backloaded? How much of it was guaranteed? There's a lot of different NFL contracts aren't like NBA contracts or MLB contracts where it's like here's a number and here's the amount of years. Like you could get shoot, there's a lot of work to do. Like you could sign a $60 million contract and only see 20 of it. Like it happens because it's all incentivized and backloaded and then non-guaranteed and then you end up getting cut or something happens where you due to this clause in the contract you don't end up seeing that full amount of the contract. It's worth up to that amount. And that's what a lot of people need to understand when they freak out about contracts. If that would have been picked off, that wouldn't have been Phillips' fault. I'm about to head out. The Chargers lose. Padres fan, I don't blame you, man. That's fine. Well, I'm ending the stream like as soon as this thing hits 000. So Bosa's not going to the Raiders as a free agent. The Raiders don't pay pass rushers. Keenan, just go straight. You did too much east and west. Stops the clock. I thought about it too, but yeah, no. There's no timeouts. Everything has to be no huddle. Chad, I apologize if I'm not talking to you that much. I'm having a moment. Not gonna lie. Keenan Allen isn't in the game. Dude, this is the most strenuous, long, drawn out freaking. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got wide. No, here's the thing. They got wide receivers playing right now that don't typically play. Well, Patton usually plays. It's the Morgue. I forget what his first name is. If you, no. That was Trent Scott that time, not Pipkins. Okay, Allen's back in the game. Thank God. Oh, he was probably gassed after that last play or something. I don't know. Landed funny. He stepped out of bounds. Holy F. Yeah, he's down by contact technically. The clock shouldn't have stopped. No. Yo, take your time. Yeah. Yo, that should, we got a break, y'all. That clock should not have stopped. I don't know what just happened, everyone. I'm just, okay, I'm freaking out. I don't know, but his arm was going forward. So either way, it's an incomplete pass. And you could argue that he was looking to try and go to. It's a, yeah, but it's a running clock. And then it would be a 10-second runoff if it's a fumble. It slipped out of his hands. We're going for two if we score, boys. and the Chargers end up winning on a 2-point conversion again, like they did last year in Kansas City. Dude, yeah, can we talk about Mike Williams and the hey, remember when y'all wanted to take Patrick Mahomes over Mike Williams? No, I'm just kidding. That was an amazing catch, dude. It was one of those like jumping extra like stretch. My man's did a Super Smash Brothers double jump, bro, to get that thing. Yeah, 41 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna poop and throw up and everything. We need to future Williams more. To be fair, Williams is just getting game planned against a lot more. I said this in a YouTube comment earlier, or message, or I said it somewhere to somebody, but Mike Williams' first year was non-existent. So his second year was basically his rookie year. Nobody knew what he was going to be. This year is like everyone knows who Mike Williams is, and they're going to game plan against it. It's the same thing as Keenan Allen when he came out of nowhere, had a great rookie year, and then the struggled a little bit because defenses were game planning against him. It's the same thing with Mike Williams. Oh, that's beautiful. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds, dude. Know the freaking situation. I would have liked to see you get out of bounds. The first down was great, but you need to get out of bounds in that situation. You need all the chances you can get, bro. Yeah, he tried to come in and see if he could create some space on the outside, and it didn't work. You need to go. You need to go out of bounds in that situation. I get it. You have opportunities. I don't know. I'm just frustrated, y'all. Pray for me. Pray for the Chargers. I'm about to lose it. I don't know what you saw there. I don't know what you saw. To Eckler. You threw a jump ball to granted Eckler jumped pretty high, but you threw a jump ball to Eckler. He was behind him, yes. Throw it to the back corner of the end zone. You throw it to the back of the end zone so only your guy can get it. You got it, Jason and nine. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, you got it, Vic, of course. Like I said, actually, matter of fact, everyone in the chat, thanks for hanging out tonight. I know this wasn't the result we wanted. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings swirling right now. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's really tough. It's just unfortunate, you know. When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, as bad as like I don't want to say bad, as underwhelming as they've been this season, as many heartbreak losses, as many bad losses to teams you shouldn't have lost to. Last week against the Raiders, this week against the Chiefs. That's literally the difference between that's literally the difference between being what 6 and 5, 4 and 7. There's 6 and 5 to 4 and 7, and two of those wins directly in your own division. Like those are the ones that suck the most because of where you are in the season, the bold change you decided to make at the offensive coordinator position, which I agreed with. It needed to be some sort of change because I was sick of us saying that looked like to be the problem. And then that first week they came out and they were a completely different team. And they beat a really good Packers team and dominated them in every aspect of the game. And I thought this was it. Here we go. They're turning things around. This is where this team catches its second win and they go on a run in the second half of the season. Oh, by the way, everyone else in the division is not that far ahead of you. Not like last year where, Kansas City has this ridiculous record and you end up being a wild card team and you have a better record than almost all of the other AFC teams, but yet you have to play the whole thing on the road. And that Packers win was like, here's where they're going to turn around and make things happen. And it just didn't. It just that's not the case. That's not the story. Elliot Garcia, thank you for the $5 dono, man. I appreciate you. Damn, bro, they could have just done a cross router screen and just gotten the yard. That's what I'm saying, man. I just don't understand. Like I said, it's all decision making. I just don't understand what he thought he had with Austin Eckler on that right side. I don't know why he put the ball there. I don't know if he ran out of gas at the end of the game, ran out of legs. You put like my man Chris over here off camera said it the best. You put that thing in the back corner of the end zone, that's a touchdown. Like Eckler was behind the play on that wheel route. You could see, look, you saw his eyes. He knew that's where he wanted to go. And look where he threw it. He throws it in the back corner of the end zone. Eckler runs underneath it, and that's a touchdown with a chance to tie the game with an extra point or win the game with the 2-point conversion. Oh, and 3 in our division. Yep. Pete Capena, thanks for the 99 cents, bro. Appreciate it. Shout out to Pete Capena, man. Y'all are real ones. One of those TDs was essentially a pick six, basically. No, yeah, Vic, the defense played amazing. Tanya just hopped in the chat. So who's calling out of work tomorrow? Right? She can thank the I think Philip, the reckless Rivers on this WOTD diary. Do you think we should move on from Rivers? I mean, I don't know. I'm not ready to say that just yet. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's the instant hot take, emotional knee jerk reaction to say that right now. 7 interceptions in the last 2 games, but he's definitely not helping his case. That's for sure. Hmm. And just go with Kyle Allen just like that. Yeah. Well, and the thing, yeah, like you said, he needs to come out from this bye week and be different. The other hypothesis, and I've heard this before, and he's not gonna come out and say it. Uh, a couple people I talked to like think that straight up Philip Rivers is hurt. Like early on, uh, he took a shot to the ribs in one of the early, like either week 1 or week 2, and his hypothesis, again, you know, no, this isn't like per source, per anyone close to the team, per medical staff who or per leaked information. This is just straight up another guy watches a game and sees how he's playing, and maybe he's not all 100%. Maybe a couple shots he took early on in the season, again from lack of having an O line, and he's probably hurting a little bit from it, which isn't allowing him to like finish the throws that he's been able to finish in the past. I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard because, like I said, it's a knee jerk reaction to look at the team and look how they're playing now. Look how Rivers is playing now. And yeah, you could use the offensive line as the excuse, but at the same time, he's not helping his own case. But he's just 1 year removed from one of the best seasons he's had in his entire career. Like that just happened last season. So that's why I'm having a hard time. And call me stubborn, call me, stuck on my guy, whatever it is. I have a hard time believing he's just instantly done after one season. Like it's from last season to this season, it's just done. Like something's going on. You know what I mean? I don't like Andre Patton. That's the thing. Andre Patton and that other dude more, like they're in there and they have done nothing. Like even if you just have Dontrell Inman in that situation, you're a lot more. You have at least a third option. But literally everything, wide receiver wise, everything has to be caught by Keenan Allen or Mike Williams. And even Mike Williams is not that high of a volume pass catcher. He's going to get you a couple catches. Obviously, that big play at the end of the game, he'll get you something like that. But Keenan Allen's going to be your guy to get a bunch of catches. Rivers' performance isn't the only issue. No, facts. My week tank, start Tyrod, went out, save your one for next year. Don't risk, fire a coach, hire. I don't know. See, I'm not a fan of tanking. I don't think that's something you actually do. There's just I feel like that the football gods won't reward you for tanking. So he had a lid on Allen, got to give them credit. Yeah, well, and that's exactly my point. Like Keenan Allen is their most dominant pass catcher as far as from a wide receiver standpoint. Hunter Henry was able to get free, but like there's no other wide receivers making any plays. Andre Patton's not catching any balls or getting open, And yeah, I mean, Travis Benjamin wasn't the greatest, but at least he was out there and he would attract attention. At least you could send him on a streak and take the safeties with him, and then you could make more space underneath. You have Mike Williams, but you don't have like a speed guy to just fly down even to be a decoy, just fly down the field. And then, like I mentioned just now, Dontrell Inman, having him as a third like the slot receiver, or not even slot because they run a lot of routes for Keenan out of the slot. Just having that third receiver like Dontrell Inman would make a big difference. So who TF is Andre Patton? Andre Patton is a guy who played really well in preseason and earned a spot on the roster on the bottom of the roster. He went to the practice squad and then he got called back up because of injuries at wide receiver. I wish Artavis Scott was healthy because he's somebody who can help. Oh, Jeremy Davis too. That's another guy who's primarily a special teamer, but also plays wide receiver, and he's hurt too. So at least it's not Travis Benjamin. None of our receivers are fast. Oh yeah. So like I said, if all else fails, Travis Benjamin just has speed. So even if you use him as a decoy, he can at least just use him to like push the secondary back a little bit, free up some underneath throws. Because you don't see a lot of drag routes or anything like them getting open on those. And that's because of that. They don't have to really respect the deep ball that much. So I think that's half the reason why Philip goes for it, just to have him respect it. But then it's just not a good decision. Honestly, who knows at this point? You think Easton is the future? I think he's an option. I don't know if he's the future. I'd like to see what he develops into. He's definitely he's exciting. His arm looks done. So I'm saying he's that last throw place. It was short. Like that should have been in the back corner of the end zone. And Eckler runs underneath that, and that's game. Not game, but it's the game could be the game tying touchdown. Rivers is old. Again, last thing I'm gonna say about Rivers, something's not right. There's something we don't know. Because he's just 1 year removed off one of the best seasons in his career. So I'm just having a hard time believing like something instantly changed drastically. Like there's something's wrong. That's not the throw. The throwing motion hasn't been the problem. It's the decision making. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if homeboy for the QB coach stays the offensive coordinator. I mean, obviously, it's just tough because even though you fire your offensive coordinator halfway through the season, it looked good right away, and they're still getting a lot more yards than they did under Frank Reich. Jeez, that's throwback. Ken Wisenhunt, but you're not going to completely retool the offense halfway through the season. So I'd be curious to see what they go with going into next season. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about, and it sucks that we have to just think about this loss for 2 weeks because it's a bye week going into the bye week, and that really sucks. But I don't know. Maybe we get healthy. We see what we got. This one hurts a lot. I mean, it doesn't really look good, but you still have a chance to go 9-7. I mean, I don't care. I'm competitive as all hell, so I'm never ever going to root for my team to lose games for a draft pick that's not even guaranteed. Like I said, with the whole crystal ball BS, doesn't matter. You could draft someone, they turn into nothing. Redskins got RG3, thought they had the face of their franchise for the future, and that didn't pan out. So you look at the Titans and the Buccaneers who got Mariota and Winston and thought they had their franchise QBs for years, and look at them now. So it doesn't guarantee anything. I'd rather control what you can control. Let the draft pick fall into place, and then reevaluate in the offseason and kind of go from there. So we will have Tyrod. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You have a kid. Granted, Tyrod's not your long term answer, but it's not like it's the biggest need. I would say I don't know. Just I don't know. It's hard, but they definitely this I do know is that come this offseason in free agency, they need to sign an offensive lineman. That has to be a free agent signing. That has to be. You need someone who you can instantly put into the offensive line and play on now, not someone you're going to draft and either hope they just ball out as a rookie or develop. You need an offensive line. You need help at the offensive line right now. So the offense looked good only against Packers because new coordinator and defense was ready for the play calls. I want to believe 97. Chiefs was regaining so that's what I'm saying. There's still hope. And again, I I watch football because I root for my team to win. I don't root for losers or people that intentionally lose. So, but yeah, it's a tough one, Bolt fam. It's a tough one, TD Nation. Um, all right. So we try Eli Manning looking good for chart. David, if you know the history, you know that's never going to happen. Um, why would you get if your thought process is that Rivers is washed up? Why would you get even more washed up quarterback? I can see the Broncos getting Eli Manning. That's a Bronco move. That's a John Elway move. Get a microwave quarterback that you can try and reheat. No, Eli's washed. But not to mention, like, why would you replace it with the same thing? You know what I mean? Like, if you were to go get Eli, you're basically just trying to get the same thing. You're better off staying with Philip. Kaepernick. Like I said, I'd take Kaepernick, but like as of right now, it doesn't make sense to sign him. I mean, we'll see what happens in the offseason. I would love to have Colin Kaepernick, but that's its own story, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now. Cam Newton, no. David, we went over this too earlier in the stream. Cam Newton is not. He's known for making plays with his athleticism. His body's breaking down on him. He's not an accurate. He's not that accurate of a QB. He's not going to be that guy that stands in the pocket and makes throws. He's, he's not. He's not a viable option. He's not an improvement. Let me put it that way. Andrew looks retired. He ain't coming back. Oh, I love Mahomes. I hate that. I hate that he's on the Chiefs because I can't root for him. As looking at him as an individual, as a quarterback, as a football player, oh, he's super talented. He's if he can continue the path that he's on, he's a once in a generation quarterback. But he's on the Chiefs, and I can't root for him. It's just like I like Derek Carr too, but he's on the Raiders. I can't root for him. Edward, I would. And like I said, I'm holding on to like my thought process that something's not right with Philip. Something's not entirely right. And I want to see how he comes out of the bye week. Let's see how he comes out playing out of the bye week with a week of rest and go from there. Lamar would look great in a Chargers uniform, but the fact of the matter is that wasn't the best decision at the time. But I even said I would take Lamar Jackson in the second round. I wouldn't use a first round pick on him that particular year. But if Lamar Jackson would have been available in the second round, I would have been all for the Chargers picking him. But yeah, Ravens are not going to let go of him anytime soon. Because if we sign him, would you sign him to a long term deal? Oh, it has to be Norvin. It has to be short term. Rivers has to take a pay cut. He needs to do that. Like if you're here, you're here to win a Super Bowl and not to get paid. So you need to take a pay cut, and it has to be like a 1 or 2 year max 2 year deal. And I think that's what Rivers would do anyways. I think he's not looking to sign a long term contract either. I think he knows that he's nearing the end, and he's not going to be one. He's not going to sign for long term, knowing that like I might dip in a year or two. Because I think he knows he's getting to the end of the road. So he would need to like play on a 1 year or 2 year for not that much, so that there's plenty of cap to go around to get other players. And I think that's what he would do. I honestly think he'd be like, okay, I've made my money, my family's well off. Let's just put ourselves in the best position to try and win a chip before I go out, or at least give ourselves a shot in the play to make the playoffs, and let's allocate that money elsewhere. So, I mean, he even said in training camp when they were talking about the whole Melvin Gordon thing and like, are you concerned about re-signing? And he said he's like, I'll wait to re-sign if that means more money for Melvin. He's like, I'll make that happen. So I think he's there. Feel me. I still love you, man. I appreciate you, Chris. Diego, you know what? Shout outs to the Falcons for winning this week. Oh, hey, Chris. Uh, no, I agree again, and I don't know. Flaming Demon. I don't know if you're here for the talk when I said I think what the Chargers may have given him might have been fair. Again, I don't know the whole details, but I would agree. I think you don't like I was down for Melvin to get paid, but I also wasn't about to say like, yeah, give him everything because yeah, he's been injured for some of those seasons that he's played, and he's only. I wouldn't go as far as to be dramatic and say he has a fumbling problem or he has a this problem, but I mean the consistency. You know what I mean? He hasn't talent wise, he's worth it. 100% talent wise, athleticism, talent, all that stuff. The thing is like how many games he's given you, and he hasn't, been that consistent like all the time. He had one really really good season, and he had other seasons where he was either injured or not 100%. And last year, I half blame on the coaching staff as well because there were certain games. The Cardinals game, the blowout against the Cardinals, he should have never been in that game that late. He should have been on the bench because they had already had that game wrapped up. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, chat, I'm gonna call it right there. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. I appreciate you guys coming through. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset. And there probably won't be a video tomorrow because I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, to everyone in the chat, thank you so much for coming by. Have a great night. I appreciate your support. You guys are awesome. You guys are I mean, you guys are this channel. This is your channel. Ow, I just hit my knee. That hurt. Ah. You guys are this channel. You guys are what makes this channel go. And you know, it's I don't know. I it sucks to lose, but it kind of in a weird way, it's kind of nice to like be with you guys and be able to chop it up and talk it out at the end. So y'all take care. Definitely gonna do one of these before the end of the season. I don't know which game, so just make sure you have your notifications on. So that way you can just kind of get notified when usually I post on the little thing. Also follow me Instagram, Twitter, Dizzy underscore Huerta. It's Dizzy underscore Huerta. You can always follow me for updates there on socials. Also, if you are into the more of the live streaming stuff, I do also stream on Twitch, more gaming content, but twitch.tv/DizzyHD. You can check me out there. I usually stream Tuesday, Thursdays, sometimes on the weekends. And yeah. Oh yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, nothing else left to do. But y'all know the drill. See you guys in the next one. And peace.